Okay, you guys, welcome to this spiritual broadcast. It looks like it started before I wanted it to. So, can you guys hear me okay? And see me okay? Someone write that in the comments, because I wonder why there's no sound here. Let me check sound.
And that's exactly what the human race is.
Yeah, the sound is working. Okay. No, this is a live broadcast, you guys, so thanks for the patience. Let me check on chat again. You can see us, Celine? Oh, thank you guys. All right. There's a big windows. I have like 100 windows open. Let me close them. I mean, browsers. I can just close one, two. Okay, there we go. Thank you guys. We did it. This is not pulled in. Let me pull this in. So halfway ready. Just got to put my crystals. I always feel that extra energy there. Let me see. Okay, that'll do it. Oh, my candle thing is freaking green. So that ain't gonna work. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, you can't see it because it's invisible because it's green screen. Well, gee, man, I didn't think about the green thing. I just got to make sure this doesn't melt, So, all right, you guys, tonight we're going to be talking about the signs of a starseed. Are you a starseed, Holy One? Do you resonate with that? Okay, so blessings. This is going to be just right. Everything will be just fine. Just know it and speak it and see it. Machiwa. Welcome to Christos Avatar TV, Holy Ones. And I'm glad to see my brothers and sisters coming in. There was a little adjustment, you guys, so I'm a little bit late from when I posted. I said be here, but because remember I was on my temporary computer, then I went to this computer and everything wasn't set up perfectly, but that's resolved. So Starseeds, welcome, Holy Ones, coming from the multiverse, incarnating into the earth trauma, here to do service for others. While most of the population are still not in their spiritual awakening, are still in service to self. But think about this. If everyone is serving others, loving others, that includes you. You're being served, you're being loved, and it's a win-win situation. And that's what the law of one, the sacred universal law of one is about. That's what unconditional love, omni-love is about. Seeing all our brothers and sisters, all life, as equal in source God. We're all coming from the same source. There is no one that is better. There is no one that is worse. Whatever your polarity may be. Okay, so it doesn't change anything if you become dark or evil. If you become good or, loving, you're still equal. And starseeds are simply just at different levels of awakening. We don't have to be on the same level. It doesn't mean you're better or worse. It just means that we're all responsible for our own personal, evolution. So we recognize that in people, and we can see that in people. We can see when someone's more evolved or someone who's still trying to find that inner Christos within themselves. And they don't necessarily have to be aware of what that term means, but they could be seeking within, going into meditation, exploring consciousness, and so I welcome all of you, whatever level you're at. So we will talk about Starseeds and, just this term, what a lot of people think of as someone who's not from here, from the stars, star seeds, star DNA. That means that's a big part of tonight's topic, you guys. You could just call them, you could just be called star beings, but when you're called star seeds, that means something. So you have this consciousness, you have this DNA from other worlds, other dimensions. That's what star seed means. And also, when it comes to these Emerald Order freedom teachings, also called the innerchristos, law of one, it talks about actually a lot of it in this Voyagers 2 book, about actually the historical record of how Starseeds came to Earth, are coming to Earth, and helping the Earth seeds. Okay, so we have cloistered races, Starseeds, and we have the root races, Earth seeds, and they co-create together. They work together. It's all in here, you guys. I would say a good portion of the beginning. It starts at the beginning of the human race, and then works into how we fell to Earth, because we're not from Earth. We're from a higher dimensional planet called Tara. That's our homeworld. We're ETs on Earth. So but it's still connected to us. 222 average view duration. Thank you for that synchrony, holy ones. 222. Someone put that in chat so we can all claim that. So this we'll talk about it in detail. This is like close to 600 pages long. And so it talks about all kinds of stuff, but that's one of the main things, kind of like what we're talking about tonight, how the Starseeds are coming from other worlds to this world, Antrian, Brenoa, Hibaru, Melchizedek, Uniseti, brown skin, the Antrians, Brenoa, that's the red skin, helping the Atlanteans, Antrians helping the Lemurians, and Hibaru helping the Aryans. And then after us, after the Aryans, is the Uniseti, yellow skin. And then after the yellow skin is the black skin, Uniseti. So we have all these levels of Starseeds, and this is the source of all our different skin tones. We're not talking about different alien consciousness, because they all have the same, you would say, higher strands of DNA, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. They all have the same main DNA strands. So they're not just all completely different mentalities. So it's just the skin tone is different. The appearance is a little bit different. You'll see on Earth, we call them races. We see different races, even with different appearances. Like black people usually have different appearances. Asian people have different appearances, not just their skin color. Different qualities. So it's very beautiful when you think about it. The opposite of racism is embracing all the variety in the human race, coming specifically from star seeds. So you guys see that we've been coming here for a long time. We actually came here first before the Earth seed races. We had to get things going first. Excuse me. And that was from parallel Earth. And that's talked about. If that sounds confusing, there's more about that in detail here. But they were also on Earth they were also on Earth while the root races, Earth seed races, started coming in. Now, the official terms in the book are cloistered races and root races, but I've seen Ashanam in other videos also just call them Starseeds or just call them Earthseeds. So it's kind of like they mean the same thing. But if I wasn't telling you about the Emerald Order teachings, then it wouldn't give it justice to what it really means. Because in New Age, they don't talk about Antrian, Brenoa, Hibaru, Melchizedek, and Uniseti. Now, some people are aware of Melchizedek, but they have no idea of what those other races are. All right? So this is coming from the Emerald Order freedom teachings point of view. And when you think about this, Starseed makes a lot of sense. You're bringing in DNA, well, mixing it with the Earth DNA, okay, that's a hybrid. Okay, so not only are the Earthseeds hybrids themselves, but the Starseeds are hybrids too. And so they combine into super hybrids. You want to have new lineages, new expansions of humans. They wouldn't be ascending without progressively introducing the Starseed DNA. You see, these are higher dimensional DNA strands, combining it with the Earth strands, Earthseed strands. Now, I want to say something because maybe someone's thinking this. We're not breaking any, in Star Trek they call it the Prime Directive. This is a whole Guardian project. It's all intention. This is a whole plan here for millions of years. This is a 25 million year plan. I mean, it was, you know, these are time travelers. They come from their time 550 million years ago. But, and created, started seeding this planet 25 million years ago. So, it's just a reference point, right? So, just think about the 25 million time period we've been on Earth. And so, the Starseeds came first. And I'll show you this on the screen because it's also not just a book, it's a PDF that we can view electronically. And I'll show you later where it talks about that. How the Earthseeds came because there was cataclysm in Tara, not the whole planet. A portion of the planet was destroyed, if that makes sense, you know, because of this huge weaponized crystal technology that was aimed at the Lemurians to kill the Lemurians, but it backfired. Talk about instant karma, because they're trying to, the Atlantean priestcraft, the Illuminati, you guys, most mainstream people think Illuminati are a few hundred years old. I mean, they were originated a few hundred years ago. They talk about the 1700s. BS. I don't think so. And where are they coming from anyways? They're coming from Anunnaki. Originally, from Tara. Remember Tara, another universe, another dimension, a whole nother timeline. We're talking about 550 million years ago. They created Illuminati factions, hybrids, because Illuminati are not human. They're hybrid aliens. Even nowadays. That's what the Guardians don't call them Illuminati, they call them Leviathan. We call them Illuminati, but we're talking about the same beings. The Illuminati, or the Leviathans, are not human. They're only part human. So that's not human. So what we have here is a military strategy. Okay, so they put these half human, half alien beings, you know, hybrids, in power. Because they're the puppets of the aliens. They were created by the aliens. It's part of their alien agenda, negative alien agenda, NAA. So, and there's not just one race of Leviathan, Illuminati. There's several different alien race hybrids of Illuminati. This is why the Asians, you know, they're all into mafia, Illuminati forces, but they're all mixed in with dragon energy, reptilian. Or we are, and others are coming from the Anunnaki, Illuminati, Leviathans. So this is part of the human drama and part of what we contend with, what we deal with while we're here. As Starseeds and Earthseeds, we're dealing with the extraterrestrial intruder races who have not just in motherships and UFOs and visiting sometimes and are flying across the sky or going in, but they're here on the planet's surface, in underground bases, in undersea bases, in hybrids mixed with the human population. Thank you for those hearts, whoever's doing that. Machiwa. So this whole concept of starseeds is pretty big, you guys. Just realize that they are themselves, they have, see, humans have a 12 diamond sun DNA. Those starseeds have less than that because they only have 8. We have 12 at a higher level because we're mixing 7 Earth's races with those 5 starseed races. 7 plus 5 equals 12 tribes, not of Israel, 12 tribes, 12 guardian tribes, 12 specific different tribes. Polarian, Hyperborean, Lemurian. This is our heritage, guys. Atlantean, Aryan, Muvarian, Unchechi. 7 Earthseed races. Now the Starseed races. Antrian, Brenua, Hibaru, Melchizedek, Uniseti. 12 guardian tribes. You'll see all these underlays of the Nibirian races trying to put 12 tribes of Israel. You know, they're trying to mix up truth, false histories, false timelines, becoming your timelines. No, transmute. Remember what starseeds are. Remember what's happening on planet Earth, what happened before Earth on Tara, our home world. Do you know anything about Tara? You should. That's your home world. Do you think about Tara sometimes? Do you imagine what it looks like? Do you imagine what angelic humans look like? Because in 5D on Tara, we look completely different than 3D Earthling humans. Not even close. This is goblin creature. All of us are goblin creatures compared to our angelic human selves who are immortal and freaking, you think NBA basketball players are tall? 6, 7, 8 foot? These beings are 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 feet tall. Twice the size. And if you're like a, 4-footer, that's like 4 times the size. Holy cow! Scared? So, blessings to all of you starseeds. Your consciousness, your immortal, giant, spiritual consciousness came down to the earth drama in 3D. So you're like limited. Your body limits how much consciousness you can pull in. So you're in a hybrid human body that is not what you're used to, Starseed. And when you start to awaken to this concept, you feel it. Oh, what? Now it makes sense why I feel so out of it. Why I feel not good here. But you came here to serve, you guys. We came here with a mission, as a group mission, as an individual contract, but also, a group thing. We're incarnating here from those higher dimensions to the 3D drama, and it is a big drama with intruder races taking over. So starseeds are very, very necessary. And the indigo children, they're different. They're not the same as starseeds. Let me say hello. Blessings to all of you coming in. So happy to have you hold space with us tonight. Let me hydrate myself, start the incense. You guys, I was so happy that I could fix my computer. I basically asked the help of ChatGPT to help me figure this out. It was my pump, my CPU pump, and I know I built those computers. I built like probably 8 or 9 computers in my life, and so it's not scary for me to open a computer. Okay, let's see where's the pump? There's the pump. Look up the manual for the motherboard. See how much room I can fit a new pump. Because I ordered a pump and ChatGPT didn't notice or realize to tell me that it requires a certain, they're this thick, and if I don't have that much space, I have to get a different model that's not as thick so it would fit in my computer. I went through 2 pumps, man. I ordered 2 pumps and neither one of them. So I had to figure it out on my own without ChatGPT, and I found out that, hey, okay, now, dude, it just said 555. It was 222 average view duration. Now it was 555 average view duration. Gratitude for that synchrony. Gratitude. Thank you. So I figured out what I did is I have 5 computers that are just sitting there from the old days when I used to have an office. I don't have an office, obviously. So I pulled one of the pumps that were the same pump I had in there. I don't know why I didn't think about that before. So maybe because I didn't want to tear apart any other computers, but I took it out, put that one in, it fit no problem. And then the CPU problem wasn't there anymore. I mean, the CPU overheating problem. That's important for me to tell. I'm a Virgo. I am gotta get things out or I won't feel good. So, I'm just grateful for that. It's very, very grateful. Oh my gosh, that was just a nightmare. Taking it apart, putting it back together, taking it apart again, but not getting mad. I controlled my cool. Because remember I told you that was my weakness in my old days? Before I was woken up, I used to get angry at the computer when it wasn't working. So silly, right? You think of it as silly now. Back then it wasn't silly, it was my natural reaction to hit stuff, like the table or the wall or some shit. Or to cuss, go really hardcore cussing, like that's gonna help. Like being profane and yelling at something is gonna make it work better. Or, if you were aware that you're screwing up all my energies, now I can't fix this problem very well. My computer's my life because it's for my work and for my watching TV. It's also for video games if I ever have spare time, which I rarely do. So basically, I even found out without realizing it that this chair, just from sitting in it so much, is wearing out. It looks beautiful on the arms and beautiful leather, but it's not. It's not from where I sit. So there is some frankincense. Some people were asking last time. Yes, frankincense. It's one word, not 2 words. It's not frank. Frank incense. No, it's frankincense. The most powerful, in my opinion, my humble personal opinion, it's the most powerful incense on earth. Or you could say the most powerful readily available incense. Most powerful in protecting and cleansing. It's not just my opinion either. Lots of temples and churches use frankincense. Machiwa. Here's my selenite. Get baby. Mystical, enchanting, magical. Feel the energies palm chakra, fingertip chakras. Feel the energy. Feel it. Co-create. Manifest intentions. Machiwa. See, put a crystal in the hand of a guardian and put the hand of a Wiccan practitioner, witch, spellcaster, altar user. Two totally different sources. And you need to be grounding yourself. Wait, this is labradorite. I thought it was hematite, but you can see it's labradorite. But I have hematite and obsidian. So a black stone, but this is dark stone too, but it's just usually like a green too. And some sparkly rainbowish type of colors show up. Machiwa. Akayimatoya Moshita Seva. Just light language, baby. What's up? I'm bilingual. How about you? Machitas. Feel it. Be it. Know it. Starseeds. Welcome. I'm already way behind on the chat, right? Woo! I can't even go to the top. I waited too long. The earliest person I can see is Sandra. Sorry, you guys, if you said anything I need to read before Sandra payment. Machiwa family, please rewrite it. Machiwa, Sandra, good to have you in our space. Thank you for being a moderator. We got Horace Higgins in the house. What's up? Goddess Lillian, bless you, Holy One. Thank you for being with us, sister. Mr. Madeza, I'm so glad to see you all, brother. Got Celine in the house. Woohoo! 2 more service to other guardians in the house. Thank you guys for helping out. Much respect. The guardians, let's see, confirm. Thank you so much, you guys. BZ, so much support here. I love it. You said it, Holy One. You came to the right place for that love, for that connection, for family, for reverent respect, for grace, for mindfulness. You came to the right place for Omni Love. Who else is talking about Omni Love? These teachings. That's it. And those who follow it. Omni Christos love, baby. You came to the right place for accountability, for responsibility, for fearlessness, for impeccability. Say it with me, Holy Ones. Self-sovereignty, self-love. Speak those 12 attitudes of mastery, those 12 responsibilities of mastery. Makaya, Masutas. It's a guardian ritual for us. Not a cult, not astrology, not tarot. If you practice that, bless you, and your practices and your beliefs. We don't practice that. I don't. And we go right to the one source. There's only one source for divination, and that's your own inner Christos, direct connection to source God, baby. What's up? You don't need no shuffle of a deck. You don't need no alignment of some constellations or planets or stars. You just need this, baby. Anything else is a distraction, is a trick. Think about that one. Inner Christ, inner God, Machiwa. That's what these teachings are based on. And those of you coming regularly are aligned with that, have made that conscious free will choice to align with that. Goddess Lillian. Awesome, Goddess. We'll be so happy to have more of you guys, brothers and sisters, talking about the Emerald Order Inner Christos teachings. Bless you and your goal. Awesome goal, Goddess Lillian. Yeah, we talk about Lisa Renee here. A lot of you found out about her through this channel because we talk about her. Not, we don't agree with everything, but we know she's speaking light. She's that's her intention. Some people you're not sure about, right? You said it, Sir Madison. Such an amazing group of souls here. Thank you guys all for being here, all you regulars. This is our opportunity. This is our community. And it's completely free. You don't have to pay anything just to sit with the rest of us and to, be introduced to these teachings. We're always encouraging you guys to self-study, to read the materials, to watch the videos, all of Ashiana's older videos, like Kathara, like there's part 1, 2, 3, and 4, or you can go to the Dance for Life. There's one called Dance for Life, Dance for Joy. And there's a few of the sliders workshops, like the first 3 I would recommend at least. And any of the other ones, there's plenty of ones in between. And I've mentioned a lot of them here on the channel. They're harder to find. There was a big, you would say, BitChute video channel. It's not YouTube, it's another video platform called BitChute. But that disappeared. I don't know if they got kicked off or if they personally just removed it. But they had hundreds of the MCEO teachings, Emerald Order teachings, videos. Just removed it, or they got kicked off because these teachings are censored. I asked the owner, but he didn't answer me. He just ignored it. So I'm starting to think, okay, he ignored it, so maybe he's embarrassed, or not embarrassed, but he doesn't want to say that he was kicked off by Ashana. Or he doesn't want to say that I removed the videos. I don't want people seeing these videos because I want them to join my membership instead. I don't know, because he wouldn't answer. What's up? So we're not like that here. We share everything we can get a hand of. We're not telling you how you're supposed to make a video, do certain things before you can be allowed in this community. Look how many souls this has helped. And we're and all the souls for the past few years and all the future souls, this is free, completely free. You're not ordered or requested to do anything. All based on the divine gift of free will by Creator, by the Guardians, by Source. Blessings to all of you holy ones for being here. So you're a gift just being here. We're happy that you're here. We're all can be, feeling this bliss and this joy together. Unhindered. Machiwa. There's also those of you who want to support this work, support all this, effort that I'm doing to every day, 7 days a week. I'm focused on the work. And so thank you guys who are supporting, who are sending super chats. Like we have one already. We have Syrian Star Princess member for a month, Archangel member. Welcome, Syrian Stars Princess, but you have a blue star, so you must have went off and went back on. Thank you so much for being here. I don't know, I'm confused about this message, but thank you, Syrian Star Princess. Good evening from Texas. Thank you for your dedication. Thank you, sister. Bless you. Lauren Wisdom, 999. Thank you, Holy One. Bless you, sister. Thank you for that exchange of energy. That's how this keeps going, by the way. Thank you so much for watching my back, Lauren. Bless you. Thank you for being here regularly, too, by the way. Sunset Dreams. We got Handpan Mermaid. Thank you for being a member, Holy One. Gina Sutton, what's up, Star Sister? Good to see you. Thank you for being a member over 6 months plus. Illaton in the house, my Chihuahua fam. Stardust Goddess. More Divine Feminine in the house. Thank you guys. And if you guys have any questions for me personally, make sure you put @ Christos Avatar TV, the @ Christos Avatar TV, and it tags the message so I can see it. We got Persia Aram, Tony in the house. Greetings to you, Holy One. Butterfly, Jumbo Johnson, Anunnaki Starseed. Welcome, Holy One. More Starseeds, the better. Hello, Heather. Blessings, sister. Sister. Liz Earth Angel in the house. Thank you, guys. I got to get started, though. Oh, Helena. Blessing, sister. Grazie for this live transmission. Hope all is well with you and the rest of the collective live chat. Woohoo! Paul in 1144 Australia. All right, Holy One. And we got Galactic Guardian. Machiwa, Star Sister. Blessings, family. Thank you, Holy One, for that love, for that help and assistance. Because I can't do this without you guys. Thank you so much. You are the reason why I can eat and have a roof over my head. And you could say even help the homeless cats outside, the wild feral cats. Thank you guys. Thank you so much, sister. So you guys, Starseeds is a big deal because it is part of Ascension. It's part of a spiritual awakening. You are. Sure, we have to wake up ourselves, you know. We have a little amnesia going on. There's reasons for that, by the way. But we are going through the planet itself. It's kind of a technical term, but I can explain it very quickly. We have the Earth goes through these cycles. And one of the cycles of energy that she goes through is something called the stellar activation cycle, which is within one of the two ascension cycles. The larger cycle that Earth goes through is called planetary cycle. It's 26,556 years. 26,556 years. Okay? And there's an ascension cycle at the beginning. And there's an ascension cycle at the end. And there's a stellar activation cycle inside of that. We're in the ending of that, but still it went through a stellar opening. They all opened, all the stargates on Earth, but then they started going into a closing. It's going to take another decade or so before they all close. So we're still in a huge awakening. I mean, not huge. I mean, the opportunity for souls to transition, to transcend, is the biggest time during the stellar activation cycle of the ascension cycle, within the larger ascension cycle. Actually, ascension cycle is long period, thousands of years. You know, because the full planetary cycle is 26,000, and I will show you on a diagram so you can see how the length and get a perspective visual. But this is why there's a lot of humans shifting and changing, whether that's towards expanding, you know, those who are on ascension awakening, or it will affect people going into what's the opposite of expanding? Constricting, or you could say even falling. Instead of rising and expanding, you're doing this, becoming de-evolved instead of evolving. Your spiritual evolution is de-evolving. So this is your life. Your awakening, your ascension is about your thoughts. It's about your beliefs and values. It's about your relationships. It's about your conversations. It's about your actions and service. So look at those. That's the source of where you're at in your life right now. Or the cause of whatever is going on in your life is based on your thoughts, your conversations, your actions that you choose. You're making all of these conscious things. Maybe it's unconscious. So, Shelly, third time here. Thank you, sister. Good to see you again. But yeah, this is this is where mindfulness comes in as a starseed. You know, light workers, empaths, people who are developing psychic abilities. It's important that you review. And I mean, you're obviously not doing enough meditation or inner work if you're not aware of your thoughts. I mean, I talked about this a few lives ago. There's something that this is not coming from the teachings, this is from my own inner work, where I became very mindful of how there is self-controlling mind or thinking versus drifting, linking thought. Drifting. Okay? That's the opposite of being in stillness and self-control and conscious and aware and mindful. What's the opposite of that? Drifting, unaware, automatically linking based on what you're looking at, what you're hearing. Circumstance is moving your life instead of you in focus, in mindfulness, self-controlling being. So, all of you going into a spiritual awakening are going to spend some time being in self-controlling, in the self. You spend time in this stillness, not moving, not making sound, stillness. It's a discipline. It's a practice. Work on it. Let's still our mind together for 9 seconds, starting now. Get used to that in your life, you guys. Spend a lot of time regularly go into stillness, go into meditation, go into breath work. When you do these things, you're shifting your brain waves. You're shifting your consciousness. You're moving it. It's not what most humans normally do. Most humans can't even do that. What are you talking about? Right? You hear people who say, I can't still my mind. I have 1,000 voices or my thoughts are going crazy. Monkey chatter in my mind. I can't stop them. I've heard people say this. I'm sure you guys have too. Not everyone can still their mind because they're so used to not doing it. Now it's this built up, built up, built up, built up. You have to work your way up. This is what I do. I say, still your mind for 3 seconds. Starting now. Didn't make it? Okay, try 2 seconds. Go to make it to 3 seconds. And then keep going to more and more until you can clear your thoughts. No monkey chatter, they call it. That's a term. No voices or, thoughts going crazy. For 30 seconds. 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. And you're doing this with breath work, so it's much easier than doing nothing with your breath. If you're just being still, it's harder. If you're doing inhale, hold. I couldn't hold my breath. After a few minutes, it would take me a few minutes to get warmed up. It's easier to hold your breath with air in compared to, it's harder to hold your breath when you have no air in. So, but it takes me simply a few minutes of warming up, then I can do it a long time. And you will find that for yourself. But that helps you eat much easier meditation. That is a very basic, small, simple meditation. There's much more advanced stuff where you're actually changing nostrils, or they do it certain ways, and you can also do blocks. Like there's certain blocks. This is a block. There's a block with the way you do your posture down. There's 3 blocks that the Hindus use. So you're doing much more than just inhaling and exhaling. And there's whole books written on breath work. Big fat books on pranayama. Take this seriously, you guys. Take meditation seriously. It's not just about stilling your mind. It's an art. It's a discipline. It's a practice. It's part of your consciousness. It's part of your awakening. Going into stillness, going into stillness, going into stillness, going into stillness. This is my life. I go into stillness. It's part of my lifestyle. Okay? Time for stillness. Time for stillness. Put it in your calendar. Put it in your phone alarms. Okay? Time to meditate. Time to meditate. Time to be in stillness. This is part of a progression of change and shifting into going inside and connecting. You keep on going inside, something's going to happen. You will awaken, Starseed. You will grow. You will expand. You'll become more than just your 3D mentality. You'll become more than just the reasoning mind, the 3D ego mind. You'll be more. That's the goal. Become a master in energy, a master in consciousness. Meditation, breath work is part of that. Not to mention learning techniques and running frequency through those techniques. And you hear about the whole thing about the distortions out there in New Age. You want to do it from the Christic point of view, which is explained to you in detail. We even explain why those distortions are out there. Like Reiki. There's this big distortion in Reiki. You'll even hear Ashana talking about it. You're much safer learning the Maharic seal, practicing the mentor technique. You rub your navel. I see the energy this way into your body. Here's on the outside of your body, inside. A funnel of energy. Just like you see the vortices come out here, like a funnel in the back, your chakra. This is a vortex from your navel. You'll see a blue flame inside your body, inside the middle of your body, from your navel. This is why you get it going with your fingertips. Mentor technique. It's an actual technique. Then you can stop rubbing and just visualize on the blue flame. See it in your third eye now. You can see it's here. You don't look here. Keep your head up. Blue flame. How do you visualize a blue flame? Blue flame. Like a pilot light. Gas light. But much more brighter. Brilliant blue. Not navy blue, not aqua blue, not baby blue, not sky blue. Blue. It matters. Because there's 2 chakras that have the color blue. The blue and the dark blue. And the blue flame of the Elohai is blue-green, kind of. It's called pale turquoise. That's a type of blue. So it matters. Are you doing teal blue? Are you doing dark blue? Or are you doing blue? It matters. This technique, the mentor technique, is blue. Okay? Get your navel going. Now you see the blue flame. Now see it in your third eye, a blue flame. Just stay with the blue flame. Don't put your mind anywhere else. Only see a blue flame. Brilliant, powerful, mystical, however you want to describe it. That's how I'm describing it. Just, you see it as alive. This is consciousness. This is 5D consciousness. The blue flame. See the blue flame. Now you start to notice a tiny dot, circular dot in the middle of the blue flame. I see it coming at me from the blue flame, coming at me and envelop me in a circle. Now my whole body's in a circle. Do you see yourself standing up in the circle? Do you see yourself levitating? And I see myself sitting like this, but with my posture up, and I'm levitating. There is no ground or walls or ceilings. You're just in cosmos, baby, cosmos. So you just see the blue flame, the white sphere around your whole body. I see all my hands are pure white, plasmic white light. My face, my head, my whole body is white. But you're in inside a sphere of energy of white light. So you have to get used to seeing a sphere. So the air is all white, and then your hands are white. You're white. You are the sphere. You see where this mentor technique is taking you? Now, imagine you putting your attention back to the blue flame by the navel. Know that the sphere is in the middle of it. Now, inhale, bring up the blue sphere. See it, don't look, remember? Imagine and see it going up to in front of your third eye. Now there's this, not this big, maybe smaller, in front of your third eye forehead. Or in the middle of your brain, whatever you feel comfortable with. It's here, it's up here now. It went from the blue flame navel up to here. Now you see this glorious white sphere. What do we know what the white sphere is? Your 12D Christos. Pure white. This is a white sphere. You are the white sphere. Or it's your mentor. This is the mentor. In this technique, it's the mentor. See it move to the right of your shoulder. See it. Remember, you're not looking. You're seeing in your third eye it happening. Now it rises up above, kind of like above your shoulder up here. You have this mentor, pure white ball of energy right here, and then it expands. It grows to about, not the size of a coconut, a little bit bigger, like a basketball. You have this basketball-sized mentor, pure white energy right here. Now you go into the Maharic seal. You do the mentor technique first. If you want to see all the steps and instructions, go look for it in Kathara. Maybe it's in Voyagers, I can't remember. Stay, behave. The Maharic seal, real quick. Now it's right there. You know it's right there. Now you see a 6-pointed star. You see, remember, this is a meditative stillness. You're not looking at something. Now you see a 6-pointed white star. That's the Christ star. The Christos. The Christos ray is a sphere, is a star. You're seeing it. I see it 3-dimensionally. I see the bottom part spinning and the other one spinning at different rates in different directions. You just see this brilliant Merkaba, white Merkaba star. Now this moves to the right or left. So you got this star here and this ball sphere here. Brilliant white energies here with you in the sacred space. Now you see the dark silver star or dark gray. That's the 11th dimension. But now you see a different Merkaba color, a dark silver. Now you see the pure white and the dark silver mix. What does those two colors mix into? Pale silver. It's the appearance of mercury, liquid mercury, or the appearance of liquid metal, that cool looking chrome color. Now it's a chrome looking, mercury looking star tetrahedron, baby, in your third eye. Now you shoot that down with an exhale. It goes all the way down your body, all the way between your legs, through the earth, through the dirt, through the crust, through the core, all the way to the middle of the planet. It's got two stars, remember? So I always see the two stars. You'll see a white one and a silver one. White one, silver one, white one, silver one, going all the way down, going all the way down, shooting down to the middle of the earth. And now you see the star turn into a ball. Now it's a ball of liquid mercury colored looking thing. So a ball of pale silver light. Now it turns in, now you see coming out of it another energy, same color, which turns into a planar, a circular plane, a circular thick plane, disc that overcomes your house, your country, your nation. You see it in the sky, it covers the whole sky. I see it cover the whole planet. Now I see an outer space view of Earth. In the middle of the Earth is this disc, this pale silver disc. This is what you're going to be connecting, you're connecting to. Remember what color, what energy that is? Christos ray. The Earth's Christos shield. Now go back to that ball in the middle of the Earth. Remember, it was a star, then it turned into a ball. Now you pull up the ball. You pull up the ball. It's like tethered. It's like tethered to this wire, to this silver thread. You see it come up this prana tube all the way up through the Earth, all the way up to the Earth, all the way up to your body, all the way up. Chikasma Su, baby, what's up? It goes up 6 inches below your feet, and you see the sixth chakra open for it. It opens, and now this pale silver ball of energy now can go into your light body, up the middle, up to the 14th chakra, which is a foot, no. Yes, 3 feet above your head. It merges with the 14th chakra. Now it's Merkaba color, or the pale silver. Then you'll see it come back down. I'm just saying it real quick, you guys. It comes back down, Starseeds, okay? Comes back down to 12 inches below your feet. Then you see that ball-sized energy turn into a plain disc, just like you saw in the middle of Earth. So you got that disc, and now you got your disc. We're almost done. You see the energy come up from the Earth disk all the way up to your disk and fill the disk, and this disk increases in size to about 8 to 9 feet tall or bigger. You can make it as big as you want. This is a circular disk. Now that is connected to the Earth's disk. Now you see that energy, that same color energy, come all the way up into a pillar in the shape of the disk, but it's a pillar coming up around your whole body. Now you're swimming in a tank. I see myself like in a tank of liquid light. Just like I visualized before, the air is liquid light, so my arms are liquid light, my whole body, everything's liquid light. I am in pale silver light. I am in the Christ ray. Every day, put yourself in the Maharic seal. You'll feel it, you'll see it. You're in it. All the way down, all the way down. You're in the shield, you're in the shield, you're in the shield. You're in the Maharic shield. You're protected in this 12D shield, this Christos shield. Every day, you know how these gangsters sing the song, In the Hood every day, in my Maharic seal every day. I'll make some Christic rhymes and raps where we'll start, doing some, what do they call it? You go to clubs and they do this, you see the song and karaoke. We'll do Christic karaoke, man. You guys, that was a rough instructions. Please read the actual, it's actual, but the original descriptions, steps. There's breathing and spinning, and you gotta do the mentor technique, do the Maharic seal technique, and then do whatever else, like sing songs. After that, I sing songs. I will do the Shaddai Ure Akum Tun. I'll do, so that's like 4 techniques when I go into a meditative state. I'll do the mentor, do the Maharic seal, do the Shaddai Ure, do the Song of Lyra. Ome Da I Patuma. Then I'll go do what my intention is for that session. We're priests. You'll see it in my AIR. This is what I see. We Starseeds, we're priests, we're healers, we're light workers, we're empaths, we're psychic people. We're here to help facilitate healing. We're here to facilitate awakening and ascension. We're here with our consciousness. Now it's in the fields of earth, available to all life. If all the starseeds left and all the indigo children left, it wouldn't be in the planet. Because why? Because the planet is 1, 2, 3 dimensions by herself. Earth is only dimensional 1 energy, dimensional 2, dimensional 3. You get 4th dimensional beings coming in. You sprinkle some 5D beings, some 6D, beings. Now there's more frequency, and it raises the frequency of Earth. You get how that works? The average of the consciousness in the pool of consciousness, is now raising. It's actually particle spin is now going faster because of your consciousness on the earth plane becoming awakened is assisting the planet, which is assisting all other life. So when we had Jesus, Jeshua, a 12-strand avatar who's been described as the last 12-strand, who could hold 12 strands, imagine what he did to the planetary fields. I would have loved to be on the planet with such a powerful teacher. And he finished his job. Did Ashana finish her job? Jeshua did. Machiwa, brother Christos avatar. Much respect to that Holy One. Much respect to all of you Starseeds awakening, remembering, starting to remember. Machiwa, Makaya, Masutas. Keep hydrated. Yeah, you said it, Celine. It's so vital, especially now with everything going on around us. And just remember that, you guys. I'm not trying to make fun of people or criticize people when I say this. Because some people really truly believe we're all awakening. That is dangerous, man. That is ignorance. Ignorance, and it's dangerous to say everybody's awakening when you just read Celine's comment. Everything else that's going on around us, it's not guardian. It's not awakening. And I can't say I know the exact percentages, but I know from the teachings they tell us how many indigos came in. It didn't tell us how many indigos have been here and how many children came from those lineages. So, but you could guess around 10 million. That's not all the starseeds, though. We're talking about indigo children, aren't we? So we have only around 10 million indigos. There was a part of the book that said there was only 150 indigo type 1s. But then later in the book it says there's a lot that came in after the millennia. So we have a lot of young indigo type 1s who came in, I believe I've seen a few of these children. They got to be teenagers and young adults. Now, you guys can look it up yourself, but there's something called the 6 silent avatars. You better believe they're indigo type 1s. Jesus was mentioned in as one of those. The original Jeshua Sananda Melchizedek. Excuse me. I don't know if it changed because of the Bridge Zone project not finishing out, or if he was even part of that or not. But I believe it was related to that, but that didn't go through. So did he actually be born? It's not that important, but just know that there's a lot of heavy hitters who are birthed in here. Even if that Sananda didn't come again, there's a lot of children that were born at the beginning of the millennium. So there's more than 150 now. Probably not that many though. Is there 1,000 or more? We'll look at that number again. It's not important to count them, but just realize we're a minority of awakened people on the planet. And even if you didn't know the numbers, just look at Earth, man. And tell yourself, look at the Earth and figure it out. No, the Earth is not awakening. Only a small percentage of us are awakening. Especially when you consider that most New Agers are entangled into phantom practices, even though they're not even aware of it. This is the love, light, and clueless movement, man. It's a big, big population. So they're not awakened. You're not creating your Merkaba. Okay, you can probably have love in your heart, but your mechanics are reversed. And then there's so much false teachings out there. See still people practicing the phantom are the ones who brought us these teachings. And people think I am being negative because I'm talking about their practices in a bad way. Like a lot of you are trying so hard to protect tarot, trying so hard to protect astrology because you practice it. Well, hey, Vato Locos, I used to practice Enochian magic. Dark shit. It had you creating Jewish mystical Kabbalah angelic sigils. I was freaking in the wrong place. I was following Archangel Michael and Archangel Thoth, and now I am exposing both. I'm exposing Wicca, exposing the New Age practices, which is created by phantom beings. Fallen angelic Jehovians are the ones who brought us that. They're the ones still channeling you people. You think you're channeling Andromeda. You're not. You think you're channeling Michael. You're not. You think you're channeling Metatron. You're not. You think you're doing grid work. You're not. You're doing reverse grid work. And if you actually went through these teachings, you would see why and how. Think about it. I mean, just think about this. We have Starseeds trying to help. Indigo children trying to help. Don't you think the bad guys, at least some of the bad guys, the fallen angels, the intruder races that the teachings talk about, don't you think that they're going to try to pretend to be good guys? If you've been watching my channel, you start to see the picture that all the gods of Earth are actually not the real God. These are all extraterrestrial gods. All of them. God doesn't have a name. God doesn't have a pronoun. But all these gods are males or females, and they're all worse than humans. Maybe some of them are nice, but they're still posing as creator, and they're not. You know, there's a whole system of magic tied to these beings. There's a whole system of siphoning of energy off of you, false New Agers, you know, into the false teachings of New Age. It's all connecting you. You know, they show us in these advanced bioregenesis how it's being actually used to harm you. I mean, I even had an interview with some guy, and he was talking about how Archangel Michael was communicating with him. I couldn't sit there and bring down his beliefs. That's not the Christic way. All I could do is continue to explain it from this way. And he's like uncomfortable, and he's like, doesn't make sense to him. You're going to run into this, you guys. People love Archangel Michael and love Archangel Metatron, and then you have to be the bad news and try. If, you know, when you're trying to explain how these are false beings, you know, false light systems, you have to break down a lot of concepts. You have to talk about the context of creation, where these beings are coming from, who they are, what their agendas are, what they have done in the past. It's very difficult to do it in a simple conversation. All you can do is say, okay, these beings are fallen, they're bringing us false teachings, and when they ask you how or why, then I can go into more detail. That's what I do. You guys don't see it maybe, but most of my time is spent answering people on YouTube, Instagram. I just ignore TikTok. And I'll tell you why I ignore TikTok. TikTok only gives you 150 character messages. You can't have no intelligent conversation. I just ignore it. So if you're wondering why I don't answer you on TikTok, that's why. I don't answer anything on TikTok. So I spend all my time answering messages on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, and my personal Facebook, because I also get people to answer me there, and sometimes on the Patreon. So making videos is part of my job. I do a lot of customer service. So I'm not complaining, I'm just explaining. And so, I mean, there's so many same questions. People asking some of the same questions that I've already answered in my videos. Some people are still asking me, what starseed am I? Do a reading for me. I have people still asking me about these fallen angels who are explained in great detail that they're not good guys. You know, I don't need to answer all of those people still asking the same questions. I just won't, you guys. I'll just ignore the question. And sometimes I simply just don't have time. I'm one person answering hundreds of messages every single day. It drives you, you know, it's stressful. There's no way I can answer everyone. Like on my personal Facebook, it takes me forever just to get a few more friends because I can't check all my friend requests. Maybe you've been buried in all my friend requests. I don't even know how many friend requests I have. All I can do is keep answering, checking a few at a time each day. There's no way I can sit hours and hours and go through everyone's profile and see if they're following a spiritual path, because I don't want any people on my friends list who are not following a spiritual path. I don't want some 3D people up in my fields. So as a starseed, for example, you're very mindful of that stuff. Social media is a big deal when it comes to either harmonizing with your energy or kind of like going against your energy. Some people just give up on social media. That's my job. I'm not going to give up on social media. This is how I reach people. I reach other humans because because Lisa Renee will not do social media. Ashiana Dean will not do social media. Your brother Anahazi will definitely do social media. I'll kick butt here, bringing in Christos frequency, bringing in omni-Christos love, bringing in unity consciousness, Christ consciousness, bringing in the angelic human forbidden history. I'm not going to be the most popular because I am exposing the popular beliefs. Not to mention, all my accounts are shadow banned. Every single one of them. Facebook is shadow banned. YouTube is shadow banned for sure. And so is Instagram for sure. And so is TikTok for sure. They're for sure all shadow banned. Twitter, I don't even care. Oops, sorry. I don't even care about Twitter. There's only 700 people there. 800. No, 700. It's about to turn 800. I don't care about Twitter. It's one of those very, very strong censored platforms. So it doesn't go anywhere. The algorithm is totally different than all these other platforms where you at least have a chance. You at least have a chance to keep growing your audience. I'm still growing my audience, except Instagram's flatlined. Instagram just stays flatlined. It doesn't go anywhere. Same with Twitter. That's why I say Twitter is one of the worst ones. They just stay like this. They don't go up. They don't go down. They do, what? Huh? I keep on putting content out, more content out. I actually do better now. My teachings are better now. What's going on here? You understand it's a reality. There's censorship. It's a reality, guys. And then I point out the fact that they put Wikipedia articles on some of my videos. That's a huge red flag of censorship. So I will still get some views, but they're not going to let me go viral anymore. I probably will not be allowed to hit 1 million again. I've never even reached 2 million. The closest I've gotten is 1.8 million on one of my videos in the past on Instagram. When I used to post on Instagram and TikTok, they would start getting tens of thousands of views right away within the hour. Now it gets a few hundred views when I post a video. And then it might go into a couple thousand in a few days. I'm just telling you guys, as Starseeds, as a group of awakened people, we have resistance against us. We have pushback against our light. So don't be surprised, don't be upset. You can expect that in a war. We're in a war. They have to keep their oppression secret. Their oppression works only through secrecy. So it's not out in the open, it's not going to be obvious, and it's labeled as conspiracy theory when it's actually conspiracy fact. There are, I just mentioned earlier today, Illuminati. That's a conspiracy theory. So people, billions of humans won't take you seriously. Billions of humans don't believe in, reincarnation. Billions of humans don't believe in the innerchristos, direct connection to God. This is what we're up against, and we knew that as a soul, as a starseed soul, you knew what you were getting yourself into. But up there, we have so much love. So much love. We care so much about the souls down here. This is why we went into this dangerous, conscious place. And that's exactly what Earth is. So it flabbergasts me. Some of you brilliant people out there, some of you out there, it flabbergasts me that you think we're all awakening. It's actually quite upsetting. Because I see you're lost too. You don't have discernment either, brother, sister. And that makes you less effective in this battle. The Voyagers too, calls it the final conflict. That sounds pretty serious. The final, there's some finality to what's going on. There's an end to what's going on, but which way? Which way will it go? The Guardian way or the Phantom way? Well, if you all think we're ascending, we're not doing very well. When you get to the real discernment and you can act, because when I see that you're blind, you're not on my team. We're going to try to awaken you. We're trying to awaken you, but you're still blind? You're not on the team. I'm saying not because of what I'm saying. I'm saying you're not with us in frequency. Your frequency is not with us. That's what I'm saying, not being on the team. You're like, still like, what? You still don't see. You still don't have the consciousness pulled in. Your consciousness, you don't have enough consciousness coming in to see. This is why I'm so grateful that I went into the fallen angels, became very, very knowledgeable about these ET races, because then you can see it all over the place on Earth. You can see it historically, but also now in modern times, they have a footprint. You can recognize the footprint, but if you think this clueless idea that we're all ascending, you don't see it. You're blind. You got this filter, this rosy filter. It's all beauty, huh? It's all beauty. No, whoa, no, it's not. Do you know how dangerous it is to follow the New Age practices? I guess it won't become crystal clear until some of you get into the teachings. When you get into the teachings, you hear the master teacher. I'm not the master teacher, Ashana is. You watch Ashana talk about these phantom beings. You will hear Ashana talk about the blocks in your DNA. If billions of humans have blocks in your DNA, how are we having a global ascension? Well, Creator desires it. Hello. Creator gave all beings free will choice. Creator's desire doesn't trump that, doesn't overwrite your free will. All these billions of humans have made their free will choice to follow phantom practices, to follow phantom religions. Creator isn't trumping that, isn't overturning that. Do you guys understand that? This is one of the main concepts of Law of One. God is not going to come and say, okay, you're struggling and you're falling. Your race, your planet is falling. I don't want it to fall. So I'm going to take my what? I'm going to break the Emerald Covenant and ascend all of you. It doesn't matter if you're murderers, or you've been a nihilist, you've been a psychopath. It doesn't matter if you're a narcissist. I am just ascending all of you. What the F are you thinking, guys? All right, I'm done with that message. So this is a group effort. I'm so grateful to all of you who are finding the inner Christos and who are going to shine your Christic light and presence. Shine your Christic light, Starseeds, because that's why you're here. You're here to bring the Christos message. Just understand, not everyone's going to take that message. There's some people who are going to be hating on it, aggressive against you. You're being peaceful and loving, but there's going to be a lot of people that are still going to be disrespectful to you. That are still going to be aggressive. You know, kind of like the people who want to start a fight, they'll get up close to you, like threatening. I mean, not actually doing that, but they're going to be in the body language, they'll be in the tone of threatening and trying to belittle your message of the Christos and your message of your connection to Source. They'll think you are actually satanic or Luciferian. You're bringing unity consciousness. You're bringing Christ consciousness. But they think you're evil or involved in against Father God's will. You see what we contend with when most humans are following a false ET God. So you have to be a strategist. You have to be very respectful of other people's beliefs and be creative of how you introduce these concepts. Now, I'm a public platform, but on my personal time, I will be very respectful, you know, on a one-on-one circumstance, like people I know in real life. When I talk about this stuff, I'm very, I always wait for the perfect opportunity to mention some of these concepts. Basically, what we do, you guys, as Starseeds, we plant seeds. We're not trying to convert. It's not our job. We're not evangelists. We're not trying to convert you, change you to become our beliefs. No, you make that choice that you allow all people to exercise their free will. But you can plant seeds. You're not going to get upset if they don't go and start reading the material and learning the information. You planted a seed with love. You came from a space of love and were very respectful and caring, because that's what we are. We're very loving beings. Our frequency is love. It should be, right? So be very kind and very respectful and loving, but we're not gonna did you read the book yet? Are you gonna do you still believe in that God? Or these things. Plant seeds and then release and let go and move on to other circumstances, other opportunities. You can do what I'm doing, like social media, post memes, post a letter or article, make a video talking about Source God or talking about unity consciousness, talking about Christ consciousness. Why, I don't have to be the only one. I'm not the only one. There's other people. So, it's a group effort, you guys. We're strong individually, but yes, we're much, much stronger as a group, as a team. Indigo Wizard Brother, helping out this work. This new Superman has so many messages. Thanks, mods, for watching Afterlife. Welcome back, brother. I know you're spending time with your son. Thank you for being here. And thank you for that exchange of energy, 999. Oh, yeah. Dude, you could say the same thing about all the superhero movies. It is crazy. This is why when you guys learn this knowledge, you will have discernment. And now when you watch movies and TV or whatever, you will now be very mindful of hidden messages of what is actually hidden programming, which is an accumulation of programming in all the movies. And when I had Tom Althouse on here, and he was explaining how the CIA checks every movie before it's released, it's being controlled, what comes out in these brainwashing movies. But if you have the Christic point of view, the unity, all are one, all are equal point of view, the omni-love point of view, you see it all. You recognize it. You could even talk about it with other Christic Vatos. What's up, Vato? Did you see that movie? Yeah, man, I see. You see that one scene? You know what that's all about? Yeah, I can see what that's all about. And the movie can still entertain you, but you know the dark message behind it. And you know what? That could be a perfect opportunity for me, for you, anyone to make a video about that movie. Because I noticed that I'm sure a lot of you noticed that most of the viral videos that hit millions of views on YouTube, which is a big deal when you hit 1 million on YouTube. It's not a big deal when I hit 1 million on Instagram. I don't get no money from Instagram, no kickback from TikTok. So the numbers are big over there, but they're not giving anything back. YouTube actually pays you for 1,000 views, pennies or whatever. I don't know how much it is. So you still got to get a lot of views, but I'm just saying, you could, if you make most of the views hitting millions are talking about celebrities. Have you noticed that? At least in my feed, I've noticed that. A short video on Keanu Reeves talking about some shit, or someone else, some other celebrity talking about some stuff. Those videos hit millions of views. So talk about a celebrity and their spiritual point of views. Maybe I should make some of those videos. YouTube still won't let me. I'll hit a wall and they won't feed my video no more. After a certain wall, sure. Yeah. So, yeah, I have to work in numbers. Since I can't get high numbers, I have to work in volume. I have to do a bunch of videos just to keep growing. Like this. But yeah, you guys, you see what I'm saying? Most of the messages and the brainwashing is happening in Hollywood. It's happening in movies, in video games, in comic books. But so is disclosure happening in the same sources. Isn't that interesting? It's more of a hidden message. It has to be hidden. You know, go under the radar, so to speak. Kind of like where enough you get enough of the truth inside, where some people will start running with it and talking about that scene or that movie. So the truth will eventually get out, but it's still all behind secrecy. There's secrecy, and so when we're Starseeds trying to bring in this truth, you know, there's that wall of censorship and control. And I don't have to convince most of you, because some of you have seen your Facebook accounts get banned or your YouTube accounts get banned. You guys, you have to be very crafty. Because if you have this whole strategy, well, I will just go to BitChute or Telegram. You will not reach anybody there. You have to follow some rules, but still reach people. I'm still staying under the radar, still following their freaking rules, so I can still reach people. So don't be a jerk and start trying to say, oh, my account was banned. Why? Why aren't you smart enough? You know there's censorship. Why are you going to start talking about, you know, though I can't even say the word on my live. I'm not going to say it live. Why are you talking about this when you know your account will get banned? Okay, now you're banned. Okay, you want to keep on talking and keep on sending hints? Keep on sending a message out? Or you want to, you guys got to be smart. You got to be clever. Don't just freaking expect to just let it all out. Excuse me. You could have a hybrid. You could have a hybrid thing going on. Say some truth and link people to the full article. Where it's safe, where they won't ban your channel, but you can still get your message out with people following an article on a website. What can they do about that? See, so there's some ideas. Because I can't do this all alone. You know how big these teachings are. You know how much knowledge is in these teachings. You guys can help. You know, some of you can start teaching too. This is not competition. We're raising the consciousness as a group. I'm not jealous. I'm happy if you're successful. And same, if I'm successful, you should be happy because we're doing our mission. We're supposed to be doing the Starseeds and Indigos. We're supposed to be raising the bar, raising the consciousness. We're supposed to be trailblazers. We're supposed to be, setting examples. We're supposed to be beacons of that light. True light, not false light, not snobs, light workers, snobby Starseeds. What are you doing? No, really. What are you actually doing for the movement when you're like this, right? I would call you out. You're not a light worker. You guys, it's also not our job to correct people, even though it feels tempting. I want to correct that person. You see what I'm saying? We don't do that. That's not the Guardian way. You can let people be fools and clowns and whatever. It's like, just like the Guardians don't interfere, we're not going to interfere. We're here to bring a message and offer it. If no one takes it, no one takes it. If some people take it, wonderful. But the whole planet is not taking it. The whole planet is not awakening. Check. Look. And when people say the light is winning, yeah, same thing. The light is winning. Okay, you can see changes happening, but when you're saying, "Oh, we're winning," that's going stretching it. That's stretching it too far. I mean, you have to really check. Not just social media, but you got to check news articles, you got to check TV shows, you got to check real life people. Look how people talk. Look what people think. And then you start to get an idea. You'll start to get an idea of where we're at as a human race. So, Starseed, bless you for being here. And you Indigo children, so happy that you're awakening. If you stayed asleep in hibernation, you wouldn't be helping this effort. We need all of us awaken, you guys, and because it takes a group effort. They have their group working together, even if they're not aware of it, but it's all controlled. It's all, that's how their system works. Their system is about secrecy. I mean, think about this, 33 degrees. It's all levels of secrecy. What the shit, man? Guardians don't play secrecy games. We're not keeping secrets. I've actually had people tell me, you shouldn't be telling people all of this stuff. You see what I'm saying? You guys, we're not sitting in mystery schools and gatekeeping the knowledge. We're going to teach people Merkaba. We're going to teach people these sacred mechanics and about the true, you would say, human history. Because that's our job and that's what the light does. The light shines. The darkness constricts and hides and holds control systems. We don't play that game. Everything is free, just like energy should be free. Free energy, free knowledge. If you think about it, society, education should be free. Not electricity, but some form of energy should be free. Education should be free and energy should be free. There should be a free society where we're all just working different than whatever we're doing now. You notice we're still on fossil fuels? What the F, dude? They control patents. They don't allow people to come out with free energy systems. It's not allowed. That affects the billionaires and the people in control. There's even trillionaires. The corporations make trillions. So there's rumors that there's certain family lines that are trillionaires. Here's 15 signs that you may be a starseed. Number 1, you've always felt different or not from here. I wonder why, starseed. Why do you feel different, homie? Right? From childhood, you may have sensed that Earth wasn't your true home. It's not just a social alienation. It's soul-level dissonance. This often comes with a longing to go home, yeah? Even if you don't know where that is. Starseeds carry memories and frequency imprints of their original realms, which can make sense, or which can make dense 3D life on Earth feel uncomfortable and unnatural. And isn't that the truth, you guys? Because a lot of us feel like a fish out of water. Or we feel, even if we don't understand why, we feel some type of homesick. Or we feel we don't like the energy on Earth. We want to go back to those higher energies. You were surrounded by the higher frequencies, and then you consciously came down here to the lower, dense frequencies. You feel that as a starseed, as an indigo. You notice the difference. Part of you knows the difference. And so you're not from here. You're unusual and different. Not just different as in a weird kid or something, but you're the way you think is different. You don't align with mainstream or society. You sense, even if you don't see it, understand it, you sense something is off here. Something is off here, right? So that would be one of the signs that you're a starseed. Another one, number 2, is you feel a strong sense of mission or purpose. Who feels that? I mean, it will start to bug you guys if you cannot work on your mission, or you feel like you're not working on it, or it's not going anywhere. It starts to bother you. I know that if I take too much time off, it starts to bother me. I gotta go back and do some more work. I will get stressed out if you're not letting me leave. I gotta go back home or go back to the office and just start working again. You guys, you're not wrong or bad or weird for doing that. That's the way it happens when you're from a being from another world to do a mission here, and if you can't get on target with that mission, you feel it. There's an inner drive, a fire in your soul to make the world better. This is that love we were talking about earlier, guys. That's the fire. You may not know exactly what your mission is, but the urgency is always there. Yes? This soul knowing is often tied to planetary service, energy grid work, teaching, healing, or anchoring, higher frequencies in Earth. And you came with a reason, and your awakening is the start of remembering. And you guys, you hear that paragraph. You understand this is why the dark side interferes with those, or creates false versions of those. Because that's what they know, what your senses are seeking. This is why they'll create false planetary service, false energy grid work systems, false teachings, false healings like Reiki, and anchoring higher frequencies in Earth. They're going to do reverse of that. So they know exactly what you starseeds want in New Age. This is why they have bait. They have bait for you to take, because they know what motivates you as a starseed or light worker. They're not stupid. They know, because they're part of the war too. They know their agendas, which oppose our agendas. So they will interfere with indigo children. They will make them ADHD. They will disempower you. They will teach you to follow phantom teachings, because they know exactly what we seek. And if you're new to awakening, maybe you don't even know better. A lot of us don't know better, and we get entangled in some of that twisted stuff. And you know why it works? You know why they can trick our minds and our hearts? Because they sprinkle some light, some truth in there. We recognize that truth in there. So it becomes confusing and convoluted, but something is resonating, something is, but something else is not. Oh, what up, man? Right? Number 3, you're highly sensitive to energy. Is that a surprise? Sensitive to emotions and environments. We're sensitive because we're psychic and we run frequency differently. Starseeds often have finely tuned nervous systems. You're wired different, homie. You might absorb others' emotions, feel drained in crowds, or become overstimulated by noise, chaos, or negativity. You guys, this isn't weakness. It's energetic sensitivity. Your energy field is calibrated for multidimensional awareness and higher frequencies. That's where we came from. Which makes you naturally empathic and attuned to subtle vibrations. And that's what our life is about, subtle vibrations. Seeking energy. You hear us talking about energy. 3D people think we're probably crazy. When I sit here and talk about literally feeling energy, physical energy, but it's on a multi-dimensional energy, they will think you're full of crap. They'll think they will sit there and say horrible things like you're a schizophrenic, get off the drugs. You know, I know these things because I've heard them. Some of you have heard this stuff. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to convince someone that you can sense energy, guys. You simply know, they cannot sense energy. So, so what does that mean? Let me get that out, sorry. What does that mean? They can't sense energy because they're not spiritually evolving themselves. So they mock you. They don't understand you. You know, what's usually when someone doesn't understand something, they fear it. So they got to put it down or destroy it. You see that played out in themes all over the place. That, you know, kids are so cruel in schools. You know, they got to pick on nerdy people or kids who can't defend themselves or who don't fight back because they're bullies, because that's their low vibrations. They hurt, they harm, they criticize, they mock, they put down. They're cruel. It's twisted little kids doing this shit. It starts early. The phantom energy starts early. They're getting those conditionings. Those examples are coming from home, their household, their parents. Now they're absorbed it. Now they're expressing it and treating others like that way. Man, even some of you have kids who have been bullied by these type of people. My daughter was bullied. You know, so this is why we're considered sensitive to frequencies, because we're more psychic. We can pick up these energies. These are simple energies for us, like 1D, 2D, 3D. We're used to 4D, 5D, 6D. Other people couldn't even run that consciousness, frequency, energy into their body because their body is not ready for that. They can't run those frequencies. You know what that means? They can't run those higher understandings. Energy is consciousness. Consciousness is energy. You're running consciousness. You're running energy. But if you can't run high vibration energy, consciousness, you can't run high consciousness, you can't understand those higher levels. This is why you have to evolve, spiritually evolve. So, you know, why some people want to go from 3D and jump up to the third eye. How do you open your third eye? How do you open your third eye? I'm trying to get a understanding. How do you open your third eye? When you haven't even worked on this one or this one. You work on 4D before you work on 5D and 6D, or, you know. You got to handle fourth dimensional current before you can handle sixth dimensional current. Machiwa. Sign number 4. You have vivid dreams, astral memories, or visions of other worlds. I smile because these are signs I've already experienced all these. You may experience dreams of alien landscapes, which people don't think is just imagination or doesn't exist. 3D people. You know better, beloveds. You dream of maybe ancient temples, crystalline cities, or beings that don't exist in Earth's reality. They don't need to, by the way. They're not just dreams. They can be memory activations or interdimensional experiences. Starseeds often astral travel in sleep. You guys, you see why your brother Enuhazi tells you guys, if you have psychic experiences, you're a guardian, you're a starseed, you're indigo children, because 3D humans don't have astral experiences, which is 4D. You're only 3D. How can you have an astral projection unless you have some of this opened? You know who has this open and this open and this opened? Starseeds, who live in the 4th dimension and the 5th dimension and the 6th dimension. Every chakra is another dimension. Earth is 1, 2, 3. This is why I do this. Okay? The butt, the groin, and the solar plexus. This is the consciousness of Earth. The planet Earth. And the beings that live on it. This is the level. You can't go higher unless you go on a spiritual journey to start to awaken the heart chakra. And then higher into the throat chakra. Higher, and the guardians call these Templar. Then the 6th Templar. This is density universe 2. This is the Tara level for humans, angelic humans. This is Earth humans. Some humans will start to get into the heart. So they can have some, maybe astral projection or lucid dreaming. If you're not having lucid, you see what I'm saying? So that's a sign to you. A confirmation to you. If you are lucid dreaming, you have at least the heart opening. It doesn't mean it's wide open. You know, this is like a camera lens. It could be a tiny aperture. In camera terms, they call it an aperture. Maybe your chakra aperture. Oh, shit. This is the second time I let my phone die. Let me switch it to the diagram. Sorry, guys. Photoshop. And let me plug in my phone. Wow, it's already 8:30. Damn. It's, oh my gosh, I've been looking at the wrong hole again. Holy cow. Nobody said that. Well, maybe some of you guys said something. I was looking at the wrong lens. I wasn't looking at the lens. Because my camera was in the wrong orientation. It takes a moment or two for this to power back on. Let me look at the comments while it's doing that. What's up, homies? How you guys doing, holy ones? Gina Sutton! Woohoo! Superstar donator, Machiwa. Thank you so much, Gina. Bless you, Holy One. You help so much. All of you do who are helping. Thank you so much for that. I'm trying to go back in. What's up? Hello, why is it doing this? What the shit? Wait, I can't tell if I had it backwards or not. It seems like it was backwards. It's turning on, guys, so give me a few more seconds. As long as it's plugged in, it will turn back on. I'm getting it orientated. I have to see myself, so I got to remove this. That's kind of good. What is this? Whoa. Something right there with my green screen. That light is showing up. You know, this is one of those Virgo things. I gotta take care of it. I gotta take care of it. I'm not gonna just let it go. I'm a Virgo. That's a Virgo thing, I guess. At least, you know, I don't follow astrology, but I know those are characteristics are kind of, what's up? Is it gone now? Yeah, now it's gone. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. All right, so my camera, my thing is turned on, so. Yeah, whether I'm a Virgo or not, I'm still perfectionist, or it's my characteristic, you know. I have to take care of something when I see it's not right. It's not OCD, I don't get that bad, but, you know. When it comes to production or lighting or something, it took so long just to get good lighting on my setup. Now it looks pretty good. Thank you so much, Star Sister Gina. Bless you, Holy One. Can't wait to meet you again someday. And also, I didn't go high enough. There's Liren Magi Indigo. I just got back from Jiu-Jitsu and wanted to ask you if you knew anything about snow vision. Oh, or ringing in the ears. I never heard of snow vision. Usually ringing in the ears, you know, it could be on the right. Most of my ringing is in the right, but every now and then I have one on the left. So I believe that means something. It could be a combination of things. I mean, it could mean different things. I believe that you're experiencing telepathic messages, but you're not able to receive it. So you just hear it as a ringing, or some kind of energy, some type of frequency is coming in, but it's just coming in as a ringing signal, but it's actually something much greater, like a communication or a message or a download. It could be a download. People can have different meanings, but I don't hear it talked too much about in these teachings. But that's definitely very interesting because I think a lot of people experience about that. But I never heard of snow vision. I'm sorry about that. But Liren Magi Indigo, thank you so much for your support. Bless you, Holy One. And those numbers are powerful. 999. Machiwa! Dula the Lionheart. Blessings, Holy One. I can't tell by your emoji, so small. I can't see your picture, but thank you so much, Dual the Lionheart, for supporting this work. Yeah, you got this. Yeah. Woohoo! Thank you so much. Much respect for that exchange of energy. I can't do this without your guys' help. This is why I keep doing service for you guys. No monkey chatter, says Innoten. Woohoo! 777, brother. You want to go to Vegas with that number, huh? Thank you so much, Innoten. Wow, that's awesome to have no monkey chatter, because some people struggle with that, right? It's a big part of meditation, but you can overcome it, you guys. Like I said, you can take steps, find out, research how to get rid of that, and then you'll have a more stronger, powerful meditation. Think about it this way. We should be getting better and better and better and better. Not going this way. Oh, I haven't done it in a while, so now I'm rusty. No, you should keep on discipline. Work on your lifestyle, and you'll get better and better and better. It goes somewhere. And I've talked about my personal spiritual journey where I didn't feel nothing, didn't sense nothing. So I was a skeptic. I didn't believe in this stuff either for a while. So if you're in that space right now, a skeptic, think we're all full of BS, I used to even criticize it. But here I am teaching it now. Because it became real to me when I literally felt these energies that I didn't believe in my own body. And when I would start to see supernatural things, paranormal things, OMG, I became a believer, so to speak. I knew it was real. I had to shift my whole thinking. It wasn't easy to come out of that religion or new age and then heal that shit out of my life. And so it just was a process, but a necessary process. So I'm grateful for all those levels of myself. I can't start criticizing my old self when that's what I was. That's what I was at that level. Thank you, Enloton. Sir Madism for the 4 cats. Well, I only have 2 cats, but I mean, there's only 2 cats out there, but that'll take care of it. That'll help take care of it. Thank you, Sir Madism. Bless you, brother. Woo-hoo! I'll tell my kitties it's from you, man. Like when I go to the store, I try to go once a month. So, because I live kind of far away from the store. And so I buy 60 cans at a time. And if there's one dry food out, if I'm almost out of the dry food, I will get a bag of that too. It's not cheap. And it's not always on sale, but, you know, thank you so much, Sir Madison. It's like $1 a can. It's $1 a can. They're this small. So that will pay. That's like, that will help out because sometimes the big black cat doesn't come, so it's only 1 can. But I don't know when he's going to do that, right? Galactic Guardian, Machiwa. Did I already say that, right? I think I already said Galactic Guardian. I was going upwards, so thank you again, Galactic Guardian. Machiwa, brothers and sisters. Thank you for sharing the files, Indigo Wizard 9. Yeah, Celine was answering somebody. There's 3 types of indigos. Type 1, like Jesus was type 1, like Ashiana Dean is type 1. I believe I'm a type 1. There's a type 2 and type 3. Starseeds assist these indigos along their mission. Both are brought here on a mission to heal the earth and ascend. Thank you, Celine. Bless you, sister. Do we think we're getting younger? I missed that part of the conversation. I don't think so. You even see Ashiana, who's a master indigo. She's getting older still. I mean, she's aging. We can't become immortal here, guys. We can't become immortal here. So we can't stop aging. We can slow it down, I believe. I believe we could live hundreds of years of old. And plus, if we had the technology that the Secret Space Program is holding back, then we could live longer. Everybody could live longer. But that's one of the control mechanisms. They want to depopulate the earth and to, what's it called? Transhuman, like change humans. They want to change you out of being a human. Or kill you, whichever. Maybe both at the same time. Change you into not being a human and kill you off. Like, they only want a certain amount of humans on Earth. They don't want millions. I mean billions. They only want a few million. As slaves and puppets and, entertainment for them. You can imagine what their entertainment is with humans. Heather, your following will come to you. You are very informative, intuitive, and great teacher, my brother. Thank you, Heather. I appreciate the kind feedback, because it's not always kind. You'll get people criticizing, right? Bless you, sister. Thank you so much. It's nice to hear. I'm always trying, so No complaints. I'm always just, I have the energy to keep on going, so I will. Learn wisdom. Expand, holy ones. You guys, I see some of you writing about the ringing you get in your ears. Bless you guys. See, a lot of you are very knowledgeable. A lot of you are like awakening in your own right. I think it's awesome. And it's a good sign that some of us are finding our higher selves. That's what it's about. Not just settling for butt chakra and groin consciousness and ego consciousness. Raise the bar to heart, throat, and third eye, clairvoyance, clairsentience, what is the three clairs? I've experienced all three, by the way. Clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience. See, hear, and feel. Spirit, you call it spirit or whatever. I've had beings tap me on the shoulder. I felt my spirit guides. I saw them, I heard them, I felt them. I've heard alien languages when I was waking up or something, or going to sleep or trying to. I would hear, specifically, it was behind me when there was a wall right there. It was my bed and against the wall, but it was behind me. Not inside my brain. It was like over here. It was so weird. That was one of my clairaudience experiences. I've also heard someone talking, or I could hear people talking, that weren't near me. When I was in Disneyland with my daughter, we were waiting in line for the Indiana Jones ride. I remember it very clearly. I'm sure she does too. I was telling her, hey, can let me repeat what I'm hearing. And I told her exactly what I was hearing. Like it was clear. Like someone was right next to me. What the shit? It was like a normal person talking. Someone else at Disneyland or something. It tripped me out, man. It tripped my daughter out too. So, yeah. The clairvoyance is my main one, though. I definitely see. And what's very interesting, I want to point out something, guys. You know how you can take mushroom and have lucid vision? What does that tell you? Think about it. You can't have lucid vision unless you actually have it. So what you're thinking is, what we realize is that it's being covered up or hidden, or there's a block in our vision. And the medicine takes you beyond the block. Like maybe you can't perfectly close your eyes and visualize. I'm having trouble seeing a shape. I can't see a blue Merkaba star. I can put intention there. No, I can see a little bit. But when you're on medicine, it's lucid, so gorgeously powerful, lucid. You always have had that. It's just being hampered. It's being condensed. You're disempowered here. You're blocked from that shit. Otherwise, if we didn't have blocks, dude, as a human race, we would all have lucid dreaming, astral traveling, telepathy. We would be seeing visions perfectly, lucidly. But that's all being blocked. They want us dumbed down, forgetting who we ourselves and who our race is. They want us disempowered. They don't want starseeds awakening and becoming, fulfilling their mission. They don't want indigo children awakening. This is why they'll make sure you go to a shrink, you'll be put on depression meds, or something that disempowers you, shuts it off even more. I'm pretty sure they use frequencies in the air. They'll put shit in the airplane. What are they called? Every city has these freaking poison. They spread across the air. It's obviously being done over cities. Why the shit do you can still see airplanes when you're in nature or on a highway. You're traveling from, like, I travel 8 hours to get to Tucson, Arizona. I don't see no trails like that in the sky. Only over cities. Because there's no people they need to poison between cities. So miraculously, these streams of poison are only showing up crisscross all around the city grid. You're not suspicious yet? They're still doing it even though they know some humans are looking up and noticing the chemtrails. Oh, wow, what's going on? It's pretty bad today, more than normal. Some people don't even notice them. Okay, so they're disempowering us. They poison our air. They poison our food. You better believe they're putting shit in your food. So they're getting shit in your body, in your light body, they're doing frequencies. I know Voyagers talks about pulses that they can do with technologies. They can pulse a whole area of the planet, pulse a whole city. This is not just conspiracy theory, because even they talk about, the Guardians talk about weather technologies, weather wars. They can create hurricanes, they can create earthquakes. No joke. This is more of the secret space program information, which is just conspiracy theory to a lot of people. It's not conspiracy theory, it's conspiracy fact. Being called a theory so you don't take it seriously. You see how that works. So they disempower us. They have many different ways, what we drink, what we eat, what we breathe, what we believe in. They got many ways to poison your ass, to poison your freaking consciousness, to create distortion in your light body. They have many ways. Obviously, when they have all these technologies, they are very aware of indigo children. They're very aware of hybrid starseed beings coming to Earth. They are taking all the blood from every baby born in every hospital. They prick your baby's footprint. They're not just making prints. You know they take your baby's blood, right? It's obvious, right? Don't you know that? There's a little Band-Aid on your baby. They took your baby's blood. They're taking all babies' blood since the 70s. Since the 1970s, before most of you were born, they've been taking blood. What do they do with it? Well, they got a cover story. They give you a reason why they take the baby's blood, but it's in a database now. So you better believe they know that there's more than one type of human on Earth. You better believe they figured this shit out when they started getting into genetics. Now they have genetic tests for the public to volunteer their spit or their pee or whatever they use. Samples. They're all about figuring out. They know so much stuff that we don't know because they have all the resources and the money. I don't want to talk conspiracy type of stuff, but it's part of the spiritual drama playing out on Earth. Even the Guardians talk about some of that stuff. What's up, beloveds? What's up, homies? Give me a hug. Bear hug, yeah. I'll just make one more call out, you guys. Anyone who can support this work, you see this super chat $? Give your brother a boost here. Support this work, you guys. I thank you in advance for the small gift of $5 or whatever you feel called to. And this is how we keep this going, flow. Thank you guys so much. I did something unusual. I already ate before I started the live, so I have more energy than normal. So, and I had some, when I don't smoke, I will have good dreams that night. And if you don't smoke for a while, you have dreams every night. And some of them are freaking other lifetimes or other dramas playing out, other timelines, parallel Earth, the antiparticle universe. You have versions of you over there. You have versions of you here. Remember, 144 of you. So there's lots of versions of you even here. So when you dream, you're not just dreaming of your own self. You're dreaming of some of your other selves. I'm only talking about that because I have some really weird dreams that you see yourself in the dream. It looks like you, but it's a translation. Your other selves don't exactly look like you, but your consciousness knows that's you, so you see it as you. I would even go as far as to say as those other versions may not be speaking English, but it translates to you. Does that make sense? It can be translated to you. It does translate to you. There's some type of translation going on when it comes to dreaming. So we have to be aware of all these different possibilities, what your dreams were about. What was in your dream? Is that something with your concerns, or was that someone else? Sometimes people are jerks in my dreams. Sometimes people are loving in my dreams. The most bizarre thing, maybe some of you can report in chat. I'm always seeing animals, but the animals look a little bit different. I see a lot of animals that are a lot smaller than normal. Like, what the shit? Little baby, little tiny cats. Like, what the hell kind of size of a cat is that? Not on our planet. Our cats are this big, babies are like kitties, and then full-size cats. These cats are like miniature versions. I see miniature versions of animals. I'll see miniature versions of bugs. I see different life, different animal life. What the shit? Not just one dream, many dreams. Trips me out. It's another life, another planet, another version of Earth, maybe. Stephen Oswald, brother, woohoo! Yes, you just made it 111. Did you know that, brother? I don't know if you guys can see what the donations are. I see them, and now it's 111. Woohoo! Stephen Oswald, Synchrony coming on in. Yeah, brother. Keep it up, man. I will. Yeah. Do hammers. Hammer style. Then just regular curls. Work on one. I'm not muscular now, but I used to be. And I know how to do it. If a girl comes in my life, I'm going to start pumping weights again. Yeah, baby. She's all, damn, mama. I'm going to be poppy again. I'm going to be back into shape again. Yeah. Yeah. Hand Pan Mermaid. Woohoo! So happy to be here. Starseeds. Yeah. I'm debating. Could we get lit? Or should I wait till Saturday? Should I get lit Saturday or lit now? Thank you, Hand Pan Mermaid. You're awesome, sister. Woohoo! Brandy, Madkins, 111, muscle memory, yeah. Yeah, I also remember all that weightlifting. It actually feels good. Not when you first start working out again. You feel sore as F. Holy cow! That sucks! That's why you have to work your way up gently. Like the first week, do small weights. You know, I mean, plus your week, you probably only can do small weights anyways. And for those of you who don't know it, when guys work out, there's a whole day just for back and buys. Well, some people do, you know, there's pushing, and there's pulling exercises. They try to do, some people will do, they have the theory of doing both pushing exercises, like back is pulling. So that would mean you do curls with that. And pushing chest with pushing triceps. So I'm in that camp. I'm in the camp where you do the opposite. If you're doing back pulling, you do pushing with the tries. So back and tries, chest and buys. I've heard Mr. Olympias talk about that. So anyways, there's a whole day for chest and tries, back, another day for back and buys. I said it backwards. Back and tries, chest and buys or something. Okay, those are 2 days. And then you do a third day for just shoulders. Did you know you can do a whole bunch of different shoulder exercises? You got front and back, side laterals. Yeah, baby, I used to love those shoulder exercises. Yeah, forward ones, backward ones, delts, you know, military presses. And then you do a whole day just for legs, lunges, squatting, leg pressing. What are these called? I forgot what these are called again. The machine that lets you go like this. And there's another machine that lets you do the back ham. You do abs anytime. You don't do a whole day of abs. Those are smaller muscle groups. Dude. But nowadays, this is, I hate to use this hashtag, this is post-COVID. Is it even safe to go in the gym? Like everybody's touching the equipment, touching. Is it even safe? I don't know. This is why I have some dumbbells here, and there's routines you could do with just your body weight, or just dumbbells, or just I have Olympic weights in storage in Goldfield. I have to go get that shit if I want to use it again. So Olympic weights are good for deadlifts. I would do deadlifts for my back. I know how to do it. I just have to get into do it again. Instead of just working out my chair. I'm not lazy. I'm freaking working all day long, but I'm still sitting down because I used to have some problems with hemorrhoids. So I couldn't sit in a normal office chair again. I used to always have a desk, one of those office chairs, and a big table, and my computer. Now I had to start sitting like this because it would hurt every time I went to the bathroom. So this became a lifestyle of sitting in a recliner because I couldn't sit like this without being in hell. I don't have that hell anymore, so maybe I could reconsider going back to that. And I don't know why I'm talking about personal shit. I'm sorry. But I feel comfortable with some of you guys. We just chill. And if I got lit, we would be going for another half hour. So I don't know if anyone wants to stay for another half hour. You don't have to. I'll tell you what. If 9 people want to get lit, we'll get lit. If not, we'll wait to Saturday. Supreme love. We need our own gym. Yeah, you're right. I think I can make good because I have up to like 45-pound weights, but I used to have up to 90-pound weights in my house. I don't know where those other ones, I think I lost them or I gave him up. And Pan, no judging. Yeah. Celine, does that really mean you want to get lit, or you just want me to get lit? Get now lit and Saturday. Oh shit! I don't know. So Brandy is saying you have to put the fire emoji. Gina says yes. So 3 people. Wow, Anarchy Barbie. I used to work out 5 days a week hardcore at the gym, lifting heavy ass weight. I got big. Not like bodybuilder big, but I was strong. I was strong and I was big. Bigger than I am now. Hand pan. Chris loves 5. Both days, Source comes out. Source is still coming out. We just boost. But yeah, I think it's really good idea that we take care of our bodies. Our bodies are, I mean, we're still doing spiritual stuff, but like running frequency, doing techniques. But I think we should do lightweight stuff. Because think about this, you guys. If you wait to when you're old, look at all the old people that you know in family and friends. They are suffering with diseases and cancers and aging and getting fat or getting skinny or just aching, and they can't bend over without hurting their back, or they can't even go for walks. How many people do you want to start going there? In your 50s, in your 60s, now you're there. Shirley Pedestro. 2 more people. Isn't that 6 or is that 7 people? Yeah, you're right, Handpan. We should be also detoxing and exercising. Handpan says she's getting younger at 47. Surfer Dude, you said it. I see lots of people. Yep, a lot of people confirming. You got to take care of the body. Yep, that's 9 people. We're getting lit. Let me get the medicine, guys. Woo-hoo! Yeah, baby. Woo! Almost got it. Looks like the candle's okay. The candle's still okay? Yeah? Good. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for those of you who want to hang out. This is like the party after the party. So you're welcome to leave if you were here mostly for the medicine, but now we're just kicking back with friends and with people who are just in a different mood, so. Yeah, I already ate, man, which I don't usually, but I was feeling hungry and I decided to eat before the live, and I watched Rambo, because it was one of the movies I haven't seen in a while, so I've watched almost all the movies because at least once a day I watch a movie. That's part of my lifestyle. So I end up going through all the movies they have, and then I have to switch platforms to another one. Like, you know, not just Amazon Prime, but also I went through Netflix, I turned that off, so I switched to Disney, and then I watch all their movies. Then I'm watching Hulu, and then I watch their movies, and then I got to switch back to one of the other ones I haven't watched in a while, and they have new movies. I have to go on a circuit. And I don't know, for me it's a lot of homework. I'm like watching these movies and with the Christic mind, and I'm seeing so much programming in the movies. So much distortions that people are bringing into their light body. You know, when you take these movies, and it becomes part of your beliefs or your ideas, it's affecting you. It's a programming. And when you get these conspiracy theories that only certain families are creating movies, I mean, the Hollywood studios themselves are specific, powerful, you could even say corrupt families or corporations. And the fact that I heard recently about how the CIA is the one that has to okay all these movies. It's a big part of the programming, which a lot of you may not know is coming right back to the secret space program. The secret space program is the ones who are really the puppets of the ETs, the middleman, the ones that are bringing the control systems. But they have their own infighting. They have their fighting going on in the secret space program with light and darkness. Just like we are, a lot of us are, part of the spiritual war and so doing our part on the ground in social media, stuff like that. Well, they're doing stuff in the secret space program too. I made at least three good videos about the secret space program. I plan on doing more. I'm hungry to do another video of it. I just got behind a week, so I got to make up the week, and then I'll make up a video like that. Because it really confirms a lot of these teachings, you guys. This is why I do secret space program videos. Because it confirms a lot of these teachings. Straight up. It trips me out when I see some of this secret space programs talk about the things that the Guardians talk about. Not all of it, of course, because there is some warfare going on. You're going to get disinformation going on. This is why the Christos inside you is your biggest friend and ally to see the bullshit in the world. Use your transmission hand. Always put intention. I'm not telling you what to do, but it is a good thing to habit to always charge your medicine. And it doesn't hurt to go charge your water, your food. Religious people blessing and asking for God to do it. So asking the Holy Spirit, asking Jesus, God the Father, to bless your food. You guys can bless your food, man. It's about frequency. It's about intention. I always put gratitude to the cannabis medicine for co-creating. Some people think that's ridiculous or funny. This is consciousness. It is consciousness that goes right to your third eye. Not only, I feel it in all my chakras, so it affects all your Templar in a good way. It depends on where your frequency at. Where my frequency is up here, where's yours? Where are you when you're smoking? You don't want to smoke when you're down here. You don't want to smoke when you're not in a good space in your life. I don't mean just smoke. I just mean medicine in general. I know where I'm at. And I want to dream as regularly as possible, so I don't smoke every day. I like to do it every now and then. and then it's more stronger because you're what's that called? What's that called? The word skipped me right now. Tolerance. Your tolerance went way down, so it's stronger, more powerful. Ugh! Why not put some of the 12 attitudes of mastery in there? Machiwa! It's always good to take one drink before and one drink after. It helps the throat with the smoke. Oh yeah, this is green tobacco. Cheers to green tobacco. You just use food dyes. So you don't cough if you drink before and after. Or at least you cough a lot less. The medicine. This is where you go into mindfulness. You feel it. You check it. I usually like to hold the mudra. It is like night and day. It's so weird, like I was talking about earlier, like when you go on that other medicine, mushrooms on your salad, when you use that medicine, you see you have suddenly lucid dreaming. The medicine isn't implanting lucid dreaming lucid visions in you. It is going beyond the block of what you could have. It's your natural ability. That's what I mean between night and day. You see a huge difference between normal 3D consciousness, like normal state, normal waking, and then you co-create with medicine. It's like night and day. At least in my experience, you start to feel many versions of yourself, like a collective. You see your collective. You see yourself as a collective identity, or you start to see many different versions of yourself. You start to get all kinds of visions. Like, remember I told you I feel like I'm mostly vision. Like, why in the world don't have this running in my mind with no medicine? Like, always, I just take it and it's like so much more data. like 10 times more content of thought. Like you see worlds like they don't look like Earth at all. Other alien worlds. You just see different multi-dimensional worlds, landscapes. I feel my heart chakra. I feel my top of my head, the crown chakra, really strong. It's starting to build up in my third eye, but definitely in my heart and my third crown. I feel my feet chakra. Like when I take medicine, you start to feel it come really strong. Both feet, but mostly for some reason, it's always my left foot that's stronger than this foot, but it still feels, but not as strong as this one. My solar plexus, my sacral, and my base. My throat is strong. My palms my fingertip chakra. It becomes like a pleasurable thing. Not sexual, you guys, come on. I just mean it's pleasing. It feels good. Like a positive feeling. A warm feeling. Kind of like, it's so weird that you kind of have to understand that we always have this. It's always there. But the medicine is co-creating with you, right? It's creating, it's filling the gap. It's making the connection that you don't normally have. Remember, we're individuals. Imagine you have your own brain, your EEG, right? Your brain waves pattern. You can see your brainwave pattern on a machine, a computer. Well, you can see someone else's. You're seeing different wave patterns of what they're thinking. Well, these wave patterns, you can see them on a computer. So if they can see brain waves, they can reverse it, put brain waves into your mind, right? By reversing the direction of the, technology. You can point it to wherever they wanted to. So sometimes it'll come into this understanding, and it's like, whoa, after a few minutes, even just on cannabis, after a few minutes, it starts to feel fields of energy around my body. So it goes into the metaphysical real quick. So because think about that, they're always there. These energy constructs, these energy fields are always there, but our antenna is really crappy. It's not doing very well. It can't get a connection that far. It's kind of like this. Spiritual Wi-Fi is out of, not connecting or something. So we have to make a change, an improvement, or so. Damn, man. So it's starting to just develop. Like, you see more than 5 senses. You have many more senses. So my mind is in different places, like more than just bilocating, like going into different feelings. So I can see my chakra are all part of this field resonance. Whatever thinking is being limited or not, or empowered, it's coming from this chakra alignment, whatever it is. Like, we could all have a different image, like a snowflake. Like everybody's own personal brain and thoughts and waveform is always going to be something is going to be unique. You're not going to have the same exact code or Templar or DNA or even thought pattern as anything else. You're so unique. You're just one mini facet of God. You're so unique. God is so unique. God is great, creator, source, the God self. The God self. So I noticed my mind, my consciousness lately has been able to go into the higher levels. Like I'm going in jumps, man, leaps. So to me that means I'm going through each universe, like to the higher universe. Like I was just in density 2, then I went to density 3, and I feel myself going into density 4. It's hard to explain. That's 10, 11, 12 dimension. So I'm feeling these currents come through my body. It's life force current. No wonder I feel it in my feet, because it's coming up through the earth to my feet, up through my body. There's something vertical connecting you called the prana tube. This conduit frequencies going out your head and outwards. Just think of it limitless outwards, upward, and outwards, downwards. But you see, it's going through all of our DNA template, which is the highest is 3 feet above our head. No. Yeah, that's the 15th chakra. But the field is projected is, holy cow, Chiwasu. Like, it's so weird to feel these other energies, man. It's so weird. It's so beautiful, man. Like, you remember, you saw how we put so much respect into the medicine. We took our time, spoke to the medicine, thanked it for co-creating with us. We're getting something, they're getting something. It's a win-win. It's a consciousness exchange. And so it's just like humans or some alien race. You can have bad versions of it, distorted versions of it. You have the real stuff, then you have distorted stuff. Not real, as in synthesized, programmed to do something. Whoa, where's this come from? Like, I see it. Oh, I can't really say anything about it more. I don't want to say anything more, but like, I see. I don't know how or why. Like, you hear your voice when you think in your mind, you start to hear a bigger one and a bigger one. But it's not other selves. It's, remember, the inner Christos is you. All of your patterns, all of your lifetimes, all of your incarnations. You know, this is why we learn the context of creation, so we can learn all these parts of God. These teachings, the Emerald Order teachings, also called the Inner Christos Law of One. It's also been popularly called Kalantic Science. This changed my life, and it explains this advanced spiritual, you would say, science, spiritual science. Just like consciousness, you know, it's the same thing as spirit. Spirit is consciousness, consciousness is spirit. I mean, consciousness is the meta domain. That's the source of all machiwa sukai matana. So I saw those waveforms. It gave me another language. I saw it in light instead of sound. So I saw a vision of light of this message. How can I pick up a message or a meaning through just visual? That is the communication. I think a thought in a vision, a picture, send it to you telepathically. You receive a visual image. You know, of course, this includes a respect in your community. Like, you trust each other and you're all awakened. You're following the law of one. You're trying to learn how to do this as a group. Machiwa. So I'm having this live broadcast and I'm also having these paranormal experiences, and I like to share this sometimes, not all the time, right? You can look at my other videos. It's not all the time. I just want to do this sometimes because it really goes deeper. And I know sometimes I'll get silly or try to be comical, but it is serious. I'm just saying that I don't hold anything back as in trying to edit the message. I just allow it to come through as long as I know it's coming. Like, I program that field to say only those who are part of the Melchizedek Cloister Emerald Order. You say it verbally, out loud, and also see it. It's you're requiring someone to prove their identity. I don't know where that's coming from either. It's just coming through. Like, I'm having this multi-dimensional, like there's people participating, like a group is contacting. So I'm like, my brain, my energy, my soul is deciphering, translating. It's computing, gnosis, logic, mathematics, computers, electronics, achiwa, a mind, a consciousness, a spirit, a frequency of God. Whoa. Dude, I am simply, this is what I call an awakened state. Like, I'm having vision, I'm experiencing another dimension. When you're seeing this other world, you're in another, you're traveling. A part of your energy spirit is traveling. It will return, but right now you're in transition to another domain or some type of smaller unit, a group of beings, a smaller group of beings. It's like, I think I'm visually seeing what a density universe is. Like, I'm starting to see, like, really, density 3 is crystal. Density 3 is made of crystalline frequency energy matrix. No, not energy matrix, that's later. But crystalline form is the silicate matrix, which is density 3, the oversoul. That's a part of we all have a part of not all races have 12 strands, so I can't say all, but our race is 12 strands, so some things we can see, I guess, and other races can't, because until they, it's so weird, because when I saw the DNA of Starseeds, I'm like, what the shit, this is weird. Like, for a while it didn't make sense to me, because it shows them not having strand 1, 2, they're Starseeds. Hello, you guys are Starseeds. You have strands 8, 9, no, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, wait. 7 through 12, and 1, and another number. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And another number, right? I think it's like too much data coming through. Like, whoa, like I'm tripping out on this and it's still bringing other stuff. I'm like, wait, pause. It's like, there's certain bandwidth. Slow down. I don't know. It's beautiful to me, you guys. I love you so much. You're like family. You know we are. A lot of us know each other outside of this. And it's love, man. It's like, it's radiating from the Creator. And we all pick up a piece of that. How much of it do you have with you? It depends on your own life and choices and thoughts. What are you thinking? Are you thinking about love? I don't mean romantic love, sexual love. I just mean that kind of love that you give to all life. Love all life. Universal life. Love. Universal love. Right? Some type of multidimensional, multiversal type of love. Omni love. Omni-Christos love, baby. And we say it like that because that's where the 12th dimension is where you no longer are polarized. You are omnipolar, omnipresent, omnipotent, all-knowing, So these are like universal laws of Creator, or understandings of God, Source, as a unified, there is something unifying everything. It's a level that that many people choose to call God, or you can call it Source. How much Source can you get how much Kundalini can you get in your body? This is a secret. I'm seeing it come through. Like, I like to share what comes through. The message is that Kundalini the lack of it means death. So you want more Kundalini to have life, more life than normal. So learn practices of bringing in Kundalini, life force energy, specifically dimensional 1 to 9. Okay? After the 9th dimension, it's a whole different universe called the silicate matrix, density 3. Chika Masu. Oh my gosh, you guys. Much love and respect. And you know, this can always happen, some interesting stuff from medicine. So this is why I like to try with you guys, like share with you guys. Because honestly, I know some of you are got lit with us. So we're on this field, the ones participating. We're creating this field. Oh, we're all participating. But I'm saying some of the things you guys won't see, but this group can because of this arrangement. I don't know. Wow. Like I see a great service. Not a sacrifice, a great service. A help. Assistance. Thank you for the hearts, Holy One. Give me a kiss. That's love. I see love. Hearts. Gotta hydrate, you guys. Make sure you're hydrated, please, out there. Say be responsible. And guess what? Being responsible is one of the 12 attitudes of mastery. We should go over those. Well, I don't know if I can name all 12, but I can come close. And a couple of these, I don't even know if they're on the 12 attitudes. Like I say bliss. I can't remember if bliss is actually on there. But I add it anyways. So, of course, the first one's always going to be innerchristos love. Love. As the foundation, Holmes. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, I can do light language. But now I want to answer this other problem, right? What we're like light language can easily come through. You see the stages I go through. It's so interesting. It happens this way. Now I'm at a different stage where I can start going inside, bringing that light into sound. Whoa, right? We're bringing light and to the earth system, it becomes sound. And we talk about songs or sounds, sacred sounds has power. And you want to learn Anahazi language. It is words of power. Shaddai Ure Akuntan. Ashi Wahana Ipotaya. Blessings. Like, you know, when people are going into a spiritual belief, it's almost like a holiday or a celebration, sacred, like respectful, a little bit serious. So, but know that there's been a lot of programming behind that. It's been abused. I mean, not by everybody, but some, of course, gain their power from vampiring. They can gain masses of power by feeding off of masses of people. And this is why these feeders are in the shadow. The demons, the fallen angels, hide in secrecy and shadow. They gain their strength in shadow. That means they do despicable things, think horrible things. Actually, the more horrible, the better for their agendas. Very live and well, like powerful. You don't just think they're schmucks, because look what they have done to some angelic humans, right? Some angelic humans, I mean, we're all originally angelic human. So you're all responsible. We're all responsible for whatever's happening on earth, you guys. Whatever's happening on earth is because of the group human race collective. You know, these are different identities of oneself. Realize that you are a person, yes, an individual, one, but you're part of something called the soul, which is 12 of you, not just the one, like me, the ego self, the one. No, you're not the one, you're part of the one. So that makes you the one, if you realize that. I am God, you're part of the unity, you're part of the one. You are the one. You are God. You are sovereign. You are free. So I can bring in those codes. We know we respect those codes, or it's sacred to us. God, sovereign, free. You know, no one treads over you. You are free. You stand in it. You command it. You will not allow someone to take your freedom. So we fight for our freedom, right? We're like, like, some people will even go to the streets and cause chaos, right? Burn stuff. You know, I mean, you see it come on the news. So it's like, wow, look at the huge chasm of different levels of consciousness. Such destructive people, such hateful people, dangerous people, cruel people, egotistical people, you know, criminals that are just feeding off of society, feeding off of you, taking your life force, living off of your life force. This is exactly what demons and fallen angels are. They're beings that have to feed in order to keep on existing without being self-terminated. They can die, in a way you could say, by forgetting itself, going into unconscious oblivion. You know, it's gone forever, you would say. It's a transmutation, you could say. So part of God transmutes itself and no longer desires achiwasu. Like, you always have a free will choice to decide what you guys want to do. Wow. So, thank you guys so much for hanging with me, man. It's always a, you know, kind of like a, we're not like an inner group or something, but we came into some powerful information and knowledge, and I don't know, to get to find out about the Lyran people, the Anahazi, to find out that you have these like connections, and you've seen them. You've seen these connections, and you've seen these beings. You know the freaking stuff is real. I mean, maybe there's some things in here you guys don't agree with, like you don't agree with everything, but it certainly is a foundational thing to bust, or you would say, know the difference between light, true light, and something that's false light, something that's phantom, something that's trying to feed off of us, man. We don't allow that feeding, but people aren't even aware of it, so how can they stop it? There's only some of us who can say, hey, look. So we're trying to get the ones who can look, and we'll bring our group focus and start healing with our free will as a group, a liked mind, a greater liked mind, where we believe in the same things, you know. So here's one for the team. Yeah, baby. And so I got this baby with me, if I can stand it up right. You push it in, maybe that'll help. Yeah. There we go. You can't see the whole thing, but it's cool. Unusual. Right? Shape. But that's what I wanted. That's what I see. That's why I kind of like some of the staffs that were in the Lord of the Rings series. They had some cool staffs, but this is like real wood. When I had the replica of Gandalf the White and Gandalf the Gray's, I see it over there. But it's broken, but it's almost the same height, but this might be slightly taller. But yeah, you guys, this is a great time to be alive. Blessings to all of you in your awakening, because we need each and every one of us. And you know what? Think about this. We find each other, or we came together as a group. Like, we chose a place like this to at least some of us to contact ourselves. You know, we're in a group, right? We're always in a regular group. You guys who come, you better believe the guardians are here with us. You better believe that they're cheering us on. That, you know, all you do is just consciously reach out to them. You can start a dialogue. You know, if it's possible now that, right, you can communicate to another being, or you can see another being. It can come in your dreams. It can come in meditation, just being in stillness, right? It can come in, you know, even daydreaming, but imagination. Achua. You have such powerful imagination. It's almost like Jedi skills. You can like sense what others most don't see. And so you'll have an advantage when it comes to this power struggle for energy. You know, why do they keep showing us all these TV shows that are about the world ending? Doesn't that sound like programming? Or, oh no, they're just doing their job, and so they're trying to warn us that what? That something's happening to Earth? It's going to be destroyed, or you're going to be taken over by aliens, or you're all going to die in some the sun rays or something. You know, so we get all this programming. They want thousands of you, they want millions of you to be thinking this thought. You're all now in fear. You're sending an energy of fear. You're creating an energy of fear. Congratulations. You're that powerful. You can do that. Now, if you're going to stay here in awareness, let's go reverse that. That's what we're meant to do. We're healing. We want to go and heal whatever the freaking damage we did to ourselves. You got this opportunity. We're here. We have another opportunity. Let's fix ourselves. Let's get back to the job, the mission. Don't allow. I need drinking water. Don't allow to put down yourself. Think highly of yourself. Love yourself. Respect yourself. That means you do not allow. You respect yourself. You do not allow anyone to abuse you. Come on, guys and girls. Because you can get both males or females trying to control the other. They want to be the boss or something. This is a vampiric relationship. This is not the partner. It's not a twin flame. You won't feel vampirism. You'll feel union. The opposite, quite. So, but not everyone has a Christic point of view, right? Like some people nowadays are interested in twisted sex or anal sex, or, it sounds like normal to some people. But you realize that it's a distortion of something. You better believe there is distortions in sex, because it's such a big deal with humans. Not all life, right, is into sexual gratification. Oh, it's about love. Well, not always. Sometimes it's just sexual gratification for some people, right? So you can't say always. And some people just are playing each other, or just serving themselves and don't care about whatever happens later. They're just in the now. They just gotta, finish or get it out or something. So once they do, I'm sorry, guys. It's it's all out of the space of love. So, blessings to all of you. I'm so happy that I found these teachings. It really helped me pull myself out of a lot of distortion in my life. So you can say that's the main source of my improvement in my life. And I have so much gratitude for the work that Ashana did and her team and all the other awakening people. Much love to all of you guardians, all of you who are part of these guardian groups, like the Guardian Alliance. That's a big deal, the Guardian Alliance. And there's even a bigger deal called the Interdimensional Association of Free Worlds, IAFW. So this is a big group. I mean, not the top dog, the top enchilada, like the Lyran High Council. They're the highest ones, the Lyran High Council. So that's the felines. The cats are in power, bitches. And yeah, dogs, bitches. The cats are in power. They don't talk like that. But they are cats and they are in power. They just don't act silly like that. Meow, bitches. Yeah, cats are cool, man. They walk so graceful. They got these badass eyes, and they got this OMG, this so powerful, this purring. It seduces you. Their purring is like hypnotizes you. It's causing you some desires. What? Yeah, a cat and the purr. You would just almost be finished by now. Damn. A kitty cat. A female human kitty cat, I mean. Not like an animal cat. Come on. A girl who does her makeup like that, yeah. I think, the Egyptian women, damn, they really did it with that blue makeup and everything, right? Eyeliner. They were like masters. Egyptian females, man. Damn! Right? That beautiful brown skin. That Cleopatra eyes. That kitty cat, grays. Like, you really get why they named it, with the P word, because they're like cats, baby. They're like smooth. Cats are, just damn. I don't mean like Catwoman, but I guess you could call like Catwoman, but not with the animal. I don't know. Just like she acts like a cat. Like, how the cats will they'll go like this to you. What's that called? What the shit is that called when they hump you? Not hump you, but they're like, it feels like they're trying to get you aroused. That looks like an arousal thing. Like the cat's trying to get you aroused, but not human sexuality, but like, I don't know what the thing is doing. What is it doing? When you observe and they do it to you, like, a dog could hump your leg, but the cat will do something else to your leg, like have sex with it, but not that way. Like, it's just like, I don't know. What's going on in there? wow, this energy just kind of shifts this way, and then it goes over here, and then it's like, what's this? It's actually good every now and then, you guys. Like, just to let it go. Like, just do it and just feel release. And not all the time. You don't want to rely, but you just want to let go. Not of all, like, reason or something, but you just want, something might have happened to you. Now you just want to let go, release. I want to heal, release, recharge, chill. We're just going to chill and then recharge. I don't know, man, because you heard me report back all the different extrasensory feelings I was having as it was happening. And I still feel it. So I may look funny or weird, but holy cow, it's just an amazing experience. Like blessed, right? Blessed, like you respect this spiritual, it's not lucid, but it's like feels very tangible. Like it's happening or did happen, or a strong memory of it. Like a belief, it exists or it did exist. You're reliving it, or it's actually a place you can go in this world. Like, I want to go to Kauai, Hawaii. Or I want to go to, I would like to go to Machu Picchu again. But this time on medicine. I want to, not the whole trip, because you can stay there all day if you want. But, there's llamas there. Kick back at the llamas. Go check out the huge cliffs. It's like, what the shit? I've never had that in my life where I could look down and there's clouds. Like, holy shit. We're high up. We were high up, dude. And it seems like if you went over the edge a little bit, you could be freaking gone. Like, those cliffs are so freaking huge. I mean, shit, I'm in the Amazon jungle. I can say that I've been in the Amazon jungle because, holy crap, it's like a whole nother planet. It's like a different world. It feels mystical. It's worth going. Check it out. And if you go like this, hell yeah, that's a bonus in my book. I didn't get to do that. No. So, I'll look for that later. Yeah. But much respect for all life and a deeper love, like appreciation, understanding that how everything is God. You don't want to abuse or harm or scare or anything negative to any other being. Like, I think some people are used to taking life. They like to kill things. They'll kill little bugs or kill animals, poison animals. Horrible idea, poison animals. But yeah, kill, hunt, take life with no shame or remorse. Just people, not even for sport. I mean, not even for like survival, but sport. Like, they have these whole hunting stores, massive technologies to go kill animals. Lifestyles, and I'm sorry if you're a hunter, you guys. I'm not trying to pick on you. I'm just like explaining what the energy feels like from a Starseed point of view. Holy cow. And my mind always sees the animals running for their lives. Some asshole put a video out of what the animals go through before they're slaughtered for food, for hamburger, steak. They were all in fucking fear. They didn't want to die. So Every time I see that, I'm like, holy shit, no. Right? I don't want to be part of that. And hopefully more people will not want to do that. Eventually, we won't be using that, consuming that. Like, that would be like a new human. Right? And what if we're immortal? Doesn't that mean you don't have to sleep? You're immortal. You don't have to feed. You don't eat food anymore. At that level, you don't eat food. You're like, huh? Dude, we stop eating food after Dimension 3. Isn't that cool? No more eating. And guess what? If there's no more eating, that means no more pooping. And that's cool. And since you're immortal, you're basically the same age as everybody, because you're all the same. You're all sharing that. Each age, you have memories of all ages simultaneously. I see myself as a third grader. See myself as a freshman in high school. I see myself at graduation. I see myself, my first love in my life. My daughter born in front of me. Finding these teachings has got to be on that list. Love the chance to be able to teach the Emerald Order teachings. I know this isn't normal, but normally I'm teaching the Emerald teachings, and it's just so freaking great honor, man. I mean, just to even be aware of this information every day, like get used to hearing and working with it every day. It's like how religious people are so sacred about the biblical records that they would take such utter care and gentleness with these old, ancient, original records that have secrets. I don't know. But it's been known for a long, long, long time, only by the inside people, the people who are, the power brokers. It's a whole pyramid of organizations to the toppest ones. You just say to yourself, I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. And they're taking your freedoms away. You say that. I am God. I'm sovereign. I'm free. Bless you. I love you. And there you are. You're standing in love. That's your conviction. That's your source, is love. I turn to love first. Love all, not some, all. It's simple. Love all, baby. What's up, pretty mama? I certainly love you, baby. What's up? Can we go on a date? That's like, wow, that would be a trip. Go to the movie theater. Damn, they don't have a movie theater here. Shit, that's the kind of town I live in. No mall, no movie theater. And some people will say, oh, you should be like that anyways if you're going to be like this spiritual. No. You can still have security and still have... There's no reason why a Starseed can't have money. Come on. So many people... Yeah, you can say a lot of evil happened because of people not living in the Christos. And so they're going to abuse money. There'll be control force over with money. If you have more money in that system, now the phantom players can be in power. It was to set up for them to take over. Like a freaking takeover of your country. Wow. A heist. Something was stolen from this country. Wow. It's like not... Why? What's the purpose? Like sometimes I think, why is the purpose? like I would have to like write notes and figure it out later tomorrow. But if you don't report it, if you don't write it down, what you saw, what you felt, what the scene looked like, what was the action, then you're like, man, some people will get like OCD about that. But to each their own. I don't think everybody can agree on everything on anybody. I think everybody's going to have something they disagree with somebody. But you can still come together and love each other. And I'm so glad that some of you say that, and I say that too to you guys. And I'm just honored to be with you. I'm so glad there's regulars coming here all the time. It looks like there was another donation, right? You guys are freaking awesome. You guys are champs, staying here so late with me. Hello, beautiful stars. Yana's sister. Beautiful sister, 1111. And it's for 999. Woohoo! Much respect, Yanis. Can't wait to see you, sister. Blessings to you. That's such a strong number. And my birthday's on 9/9, so that's a better number too. I mean, 999 is stronger. You guys are awesome. I won't keep you much longer, guys. It was a great honor. I'll see you guys on Saturday, all right? And just because I got behind because of my computer going down, I'm going to try to come out with a video every day for this week. I'm going to try. I still want to finish building this other computer so this doesn't happen again, you know. But I don't know. It's just good to be down to earth with you guys. You know, sometimes I can get intense, but I'm getting better. And so I just passionate about this information, and I see such dramas could play out, but it all depends on each and every one of us. We're all players in this game. We all bring frequency to the table. What's your frequency? I love you guys. Shaddai Ure Akumtan. Shaddai Ure Akumtan. Shaddai Ure Akumtan. Yeah, baby. Much love and respect to all of you. Omni-Christos love. Send out love into the world. What else would you expect back? Thank you so much, you guys. Blessings to your journey and to your mission. And it's an honor for me to walk alongside this path of light with you all. Much respect, Guardians. You are the Guardian Alliance. We are. We are the Christos avatars. We are the, you would say, Achiwa, Rishi, Solar Rishi. You can say Rishi or Solar Rishi. So Christos avatars, Solar Rishi, and then there's a few different levels of Ascended Mastery. And so they're all going to bring something, a variety of different, I don't know, characteristics. Kind of like different styles, different agendas, different attitudes, positives and negatives. So I think some people will get along better than others. Yeah, baby. Thank you guys so much. Hope you enjoy the rest of your night. I might eat a snack or not. Who knows? Usually this makes you want to eat, but I understand before I take a smoke. I understand the side effects or anything like that. It's just that I know some of you respect, and I respect you, and OMG, man. I know sometime we're all going to get together. Peace, namaste, holy ones, in the Christos, Christos love. And let me put that in chat. I can tell I need to drink more water. I am, you said it, Indigo. You guys said it. You know what's up. Christos love, baby. The love boat. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I feel so good, baby, with you. I don't want to leave you guys. It's like, this is hang, man. No. I know. Some of you guys need to go to sleep. Bear hug, yeah. Machiwa vatos. You got this. We got this.